407 years. Wait, that's the Emancipation Proclamation. Frick. Edward, by the grace of God, King of England, Lord of Ireland, and Duke of Aquitaine, sends greetings to all whom present letters come. We have inspected the great charter of Lord Henry, the late King of England, our father, concerting the liberties of England in these words. Henry, by the grace of God, King of England, Lord of Ireland, Duke of Normandy, and Aquitaine, Count of Anjou, sends his greetings to archbishops, bishops, abbots, priors, earls, and barons, sheriffs, reeves. God, the Magna Carta sucks. How's it going, everybody? Hey, how's it going, Bowser? Hey, how's it going, Kiyoma? Hi, Erin. You made it on time! What a shock! How's it going, guy? Yeah, so... I started with 407 years ago. I was thinking, oh, that's an important document. All important documents are British, right? Nope. That's American. Actually, what would the Emancipation Proclamation sound like British? Because, you know, back then they spoke with like kind of like a mid-Atlantic. I don't know. Did they speak with mid-Atlantic in the 1800s? Like you know how like the people who would like the presidents. You watched the last two VODs? Great. Okay, so you're caught up. You know how the last two presidents would always speak like not the last two, but like like Theodore Roosevelt or something like that. They would always like, they would talk like this, and then we will reach the power of the United States. I believe that we will always be a better country. You know how they always talk like that? And you know how Obama talks? This is the United States. And the United States is a very great country. He has a little bit of that as well. Look, my keys. Anyway, today we're playing British Phoenix Wright. Yeah, it's been yesterday we just had a little bit of a chat. We just hung out and played some stupid games. We did a lot of Gamba. Pull that slot machine, am I right? We talked about pricing and stuff like that. Yeah, I like these chat streams that we can just like chat about crap and just make fun of the world. Apparently, Ubisoft lost a whole bunch of value in the last quarter. 50%. So, rest in peace, Ubisoft. You were a part of my childhood. Why does Phoenix get an English name but Ryunosuke doesn't? Because localization is weird. You know, when they localized, like, localization in the 90s and 2000s was so harsh. Like, nowadays, Bakugo, like what's a new, like, My Hero Academy. Bakugo's name is Bakugo, right? You know, Bakugo, the bomb superhero guy. And I guarantee you, if My Hero Academy came out in the 90s, Bakugo's name would be Brian. Yeah, localization was so heavy-handed back in like the 90s and 2000s. Remember, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! John, I don't even know his Japanese name. That's how effective localization was. Jonichi in Yu-Gi-Oh! Was Joey. Honda was Tristan. I mean, Taya was still Taya, but... Yeah, but like, wait, if we look at the My Hero Academy characters, Bakugo would be Brian. Ida, who is like, I think he's the jet boost leg guy. Ida would be Ian. What's the main character's name? I don't even know the main character's name. Midoriya, what's his name? Midoriya Deku? Oh, Izuku. He'd be Ivan or something like that. His name is Deku. His superhero name would be translated to like Dingus or something. like Deku doesn't make sense in Japanese, so they translated it into like Dingus or Dummy. Dummy if it was for kids. Yeah, but man, localization went hard back in the day. Freaking Maya, Phoenix Wright, Maya would have been... Wait a second, Maya is a localization. I've been so engrossed in Phoenix Wright localization, it didn't even occur to me that Maya actually is a localization. Oh my god. I don't even know Maya Fei's Japanese name. What's her Japanese name? Maya Fei. Mayoi. I mean, that's pretty close. Mayoi. Ayasato. I know, the pearl thing. You guys remember in case something, I don't remember which case, I think it's case 2 of, game 2. Pearl breaks a vase and puts it together. And it's supposed to say Kyoko. No, it's supposed to say, Ami, right? But then it says I am or something like that. In Japanese, it's supposed to say Kyoko, but it says Kodomo. Because there were 2 characters and she accidentally reversed them. So Kyoko is someone's name and Kodomo is, it means child. It's actually a really clever way of using the kanji. And it makes more sense because Pearl's like, what, 9 in that game? Like, the fact that she couldn't read letters is kind of weird, but the fact that she couldn't read kanji actually would make perfect sense. Like, in English, Pearl is an idiot. It is like the Mandela effect, exactly. Yeah, in English, Pearl is an absolute idiot because she can't read basic letters because that's how they had to translate her. But in Japanese, Pearl actually makes a lot of sense. Like, I actually went back and watched the games in Japanese. I didn't play them, but I watched them. I watched the games in Japanese, and Pearl has struggles to read kanji, which makes perfect sense for a 9-year-old. Did I see Edgeworth's Chinese New Year outfit? I did not. I didn't even know he had a Chinese New Year outfit. I should turn on my Wii. It's not a Wii! Ah! I should turn on my Wii. But is he looking like a snake? Because it is the year of the snake, everyone. Happy hiss hiss. My Wii U. Sorry, my Wii U. Let me close this up. Let me close that up. Let's see here. Turn on the Wii U. Give me a moment. All right, there we go. Here we go. I should save, probably. I generally just leave my Switch on, by the way, so I can just go exactly back to where I was. It's a little hack I learned. Alright, so last time... I think you guys can hear it. Last time, our boy... Well, last time, I was really bored in my room one day, and then I got a letter from Susato, and she was like, hey, you should read a case. And I'm like, okay. So then I sat down on the couch and started reading the case of the haunted lodgings with Iris Wilson. And in that case, somebody named Soseki Natsume was accused of murdering William Shakespeare, who is actually still alive, but he was poisoned, and people suspect that Soseki Natsume poisoned him, when in reality, I don't know. But there was Garadeb who broke down the door to find it, and then we have the Freezy circles, because legends never die, oh god. And then we have the Freezy circles, and I've thought about this. I think I have an idea, but I'm not entirely sure. But I know that the Freezy circles has something to do with it. And yeah. And then there's this guy who is about to testify. I don't know, but he's Adrian B. Meterman. Yeah, I'm a Meterman. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? Yeah, and apparently he's from, like, Brooklyn or something. So, yeah. And, oh, also Miss Green. I wish her the best. Well, it was a good stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a good night. I hate this man. I hate this man so freaking much. Oh my god. Please don't make me. Please, okay? Eggs Benedict could cha-cha real smooth. This guy... Oh my god. Oh no. What a sham. One may smile and be a villain. Yes, it don't pain me. But let the truth be spoken. The truth of that wintry night of my discontent. Here we go. The wintry night of my discontent. The snow lay about. My neighbor did cometh in the evening, bearing a gift of tea. But merry, bitter was his drink, and when he left, I did fall prostrate on my table. 'Twas the tea alone did pass my lips at that late hour, not else. I was outside this bloke's window, freezing in the freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room. No one else visited that room with that short little round-backed Eastern fella. You in Barney Rubble now? I learned that means trouble. Wait, what did you say? You were keeping an eye on his room all night? You saying Soseki did it? That's right. Cause the bloke's window's all but blocked up, ain't it? There's a little gap in the bricks where you can see in his room. So I spent the night trying to keep my teeth from chattering as I peered through that window. The question is, sir, why? Well, now that's because he's on my lit. Is Shakespeare also on the hit list? Is he Asian? Is he the Asian guy? Anyone who doesn't know that Asian means A period shin will be like, wait, what? What a piece of work is a man. Wherefore wouldst thou not stare in wonderment? Alright, don't flatter yourself. You're not that hot. What are you talking about? You're not that hot. This buzzing, busy body have not a part in this play. I pray thee, pay him no heed. Make no more ado about his tedious words. Thy lips are warm. What you say about me? Calm yourself. This court is concerned with what happened on the night in question. Nothing more. Indeed, that is so. And the testimony we have just heard clearly reveals there was no one other than the accused present at the time who could have carried out the crime. Butts. Well, I believe this may be the final testimony of the trial. Now, counsel, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Yes, my lord. Alright. The wintry night. The snow lay about. My neighbor did cometh in the evening bearing a gift of... Oh, God. 3 S ranks last stream. I did get 3 S ranks last stream. Let's see here. Because you just gotta keep gambling. Always gamble, right? Let's see. Mary, his bitter... my neighbor did come with good tea, his bitter drink. The tea alone passed his lips, not else. I'm a man. A big, strong man. Okay, I don't know where to even begin with this. Snow, neighbor coming... Oh, wait, so talk about the gift. Hold it! To be clear, by neighbor, you're referring to Mr. Natsume. Oh, indeed, sire. Perchance thou wouldst I call him the man from upstairs. At what time did the mustachioed Nipponese wait in your room? Our meeting was promised for the hour of 9, and lo, did he come to the tender a gift of fragrant tea. I hate him. Oh, he's gross. Details are accordance to the defendant's own testimony, yes? And we broiled in such a literary debate as history hath not seen before. If you could speak like this at will, if you could speak like this, oh, hark, 'tis an angel that approaches. No, trust me, you would, don't. Listen, my stream is an example of what not to do, okay? The reason you guys come and watch me is so you could take notes and see, oh, Manakyn did that. I should probably never do that in public. Oh, Manakyn did that. Yep, definitely avoid that. By which I presume he means the discussion about who was stronger, Romeo or Juliet. I, Shamsmere, did play the part of young Romeo, whilst my neighbor played fair Juliet. Avoid stream. Honestly, to an extent, I would say yes. There are a lot of streamers who streaming ends up consuming their entire lives. Yeah, some people probably shouldn't stream. Each of us dressed as would our characters be, to bring weight upon our merry experiment. I dare not imagine the scene. I say not to gamble. Oh no. Frailty. Thy name is woman. Canst thou imagine how dismayed I was? Yes, I'd heard of the Eastern art of jujitsu. I'm just imagining right now Natsume dressed as a woman going, oh, Romeo! Romeo! Wherefore thou, Romeo! And just bashing in Shamsmere. Ne'er did I dream 'twould be skills practiced by the comely maiden. Juliet beat Romeo up. It's not helping our case. Wherefore thou? Romeo! Hey, Vivi. I believe the court has heard enough of your earth-shattering literary debate. Perhaps you can reiterate your statement about the tea that the accused brought to your room. My liege, I am thy servant. Gladly, I would do thy bidding. Bitter, I did fall prostrate, not, those two things are different. Prostrate on my table.
Hold it!
Let me stop you there. Mr. Natsume left your room at 11 o'clock, but it wasn't until after 2 that the poison made you collapse. That's more than 3 hours of time. Can I go home? Your Honor, I'd like to request that the court shoot me. He's just aura farming. If the defendant really put poison into your tea, how's it going, Mystery? That 3-hour window of time is something you're gonna have to explain. Gladly. 'Tis an easy task. What? I did drink the tea, not while my guest did this, Terry, but after he took leave of me. Faith, 'twas stone cold, but at 1 hour post midnight, verily my lips were parched, and thy lips were warm.
Objection!
You literally do this exact motion. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound normal. Nay, 'tis quite ordinary, sire. After all, thou wouldst recall our fiery debate. Amidst such an argument, there'd be no time for fiery tea. That must... Man. Romeo wasn't... Juliet wasn't just drinking tea. She was doing steroids, if you know what I'm saying. Mr. Shakespeare, in summary, allow me to confirm. Did you not come here with the intention of naming your attacker? But of course, my liege. 'Twas the stooped lover of words did attempt to shuffle me off this mortal coil. I don't know what that means. Oh, well.
Hold it!
So, you didn't have any kind of evening meal, dinner, supper? Ha! Fie on luxury, fie on gluttony. To eat thrice daily is but a waste of time. Hold on. He's kind of spitting right now. Sorry? I would that my belly were full. No more oft than the sun doth Oh, right, he's just poor. Never mind. Most heroic eating habits, I must say. Night and day do I fill the hours with learned study of the great bard and playwright. Hence, it is that there doth not my chamber be the costumes of mine art. He could have had soap for soaper. Get out. Get out. 6'5", eats once a day. Who are we talking about, him? It would appear to be the case, as even a rodent was found starved to death in your... Why is that funny? That's really sad. Now that I think of it, it's not just food that was conspicuously missing from that room, is it? It's also money. I don't recall seeing a single play or scripted. Wait a second. Is he a fake? Is he a fake fan? Is he a freaking poser? Oh yes, I love Shakespeare. It's so hip and trendy. Oh yes, Skrillex. Skrillex is, oh, I know everything about Skrillex. He's Max Galactica's ancestor. You mean Billy Bob Jones? For I have devoured them all. You've eaten them? Every word be within my skull. Didst thou imagine otherwise? Right. That wasn't misleading. Now, could you turn around, do you think? Which brings us to the conclusion. The only way the poison could have passed the victim's lips is the tea. The anime did him more justice. Wait, is there a Naruhodo anime or Ryunosuke anime? He was outside the bloke's window. Hold it! Yeah, there was Ace Attorney, but is there specifically a Ryunosuke, a British Ace Attorney anime? But the windows of that house have all been filled in. A historical artifact of the now defunct window tax. It was originally intended to tax the rich, but it only ended up taxing the poor. Man, isn't that all taxes? Yeah, you're right there. All bricked up all horribly. As it happens, there's a little pile of brickwork at the bottom corner that's been opened up. I was looking through the gap. Yeah, there are a few big bricks loose, weren't there? And for some strange reason, a couple of bars of soap with the freezy circles. I don't like going around putting my chin in other people's business, especially on freezing cold night. But them's me orders, so that's what I'll keep doing, as long as there's bread in me body. What's with all the theatrics today? Out of interest, Mr. Mitterman. After the accused left and returned to his lodgings, did you see the victim leave the room at all? No! He never left! He was in that room the whole time, as far as I'm concerned! And therefore, we can discount the possibility of suicide. How can you be sure of that? The police carried out a thorough investigation of the scene and found no receptacle for poison. I mean, he could have thrown it out the window. Duh. And since we know the victim did not leave his room, and hence did not dispose of the I guess he couldn't throw it out the window without Mitterman seeing. You have a video of it? No worries. Just enjoy the show. It's clear that there was no attempted suicide. The only culprit could have removed... Only the culprit could have removed the receptacle. I disagree with that. They said they can't trace the poison if there's no poison left, right? Literally any bottle could have held the poison. Oh, yes. Lucidly explained, counsel. Thank you. It really was. You can't argue with the logic. That's a good point. Yeah, his chin would have been, like, sticking in the window. No one else visited the room but that short little round-backed Eastern fella.
Hold it!
You say a short little round-backed Eastern fella. So you can't be sure it was the defendant, right?
Objection!
How many other short little round-backed Nipponese with a mustache do you think are in London? That's an excellent argument. It's like, I'm pretty sure the man was over 8 feet tall. But do you have any proof it was my client? Of course, it was only a narrow gap and it was quite dark, so I didn't notice the mustache. Naruto puts on a mustache. Wait, but then I'd go to jail. Do you think Meterman witnessed the debate? I think he was there because of the debate. Oh yeah, Juliet. Yeah, Juliet, give him a little slit. Oh yeah, that's just how I like my ladies. I like my women strong and with a mustache. But he showed up around 9, so I'm pretty sure myself. And when the person you saw arrived, did he and Mr. Shamspear drink tea together? I know everything points, because everything points to Natsume. The cats and the mustache. Nah, sorry, I couldn't say. Why not? Because I couldn't see in the room all that well now, could I? But what I did see was the silhouette of that little round-backed fella wearing a pretty little dress. All right. Oh, right. All right. Okay, look. Natsume, you have the right to remain sexy. Slay, girl. When the pair of them started some kind of wrestling match, I tell you, I didn't know what to make of it. That answers the question. I suppose. That was the Romeo and Juliet championship battle. This match, by tap out. In this corner, Romeo! Mr. Meterman, allow me to confirm one final time. Apart from the accused, you can say with certainty, no one else visited the room that night. No question, Gasman's honor. Oh. Wait, Meterman, wait, what, wait. Look, buddy, I know I humiliated you once, but come on, man. Come on. Frickin' Waluigi-ass mustache. My lord! Goodness me. Yes, Mr. Foreman. I've kept my mouth shut and listened up to now, but this has gone long enough. Are you all with me? No. Beautiful lady number 4, juror number 4, no, I love you. Please. Are we to understand that you ladies and gentlemen of the jury are in agreement with one another? That you've reached a unanimous decision? 2 right we have! Are you all with me? No, juror number 4. I love you, girl. Girl, I will buy you flowers and chocolates, and I will take you out for a nice romantic evening. Just please, girl. Yeah, we were kind of the baddies in that trial. Wait, no, the defense is in the middle of a cross-examination. Objection. To be honest, I was holding out a bit of hope for you, young man. Especially after you identified those few hours that followed the accused leaving the victim's room. Oh, Miss Juror number 2. Hello. Sorry. I love you, Juror number 4. I love, frick, I'm blanking.
Yes, 3 missing hours as you put it.
Mana's lonely oh my god, it's Valentine's Day. And I'm single as heck looking for single ladies in the jury. Single jurors in your area. How's it going, Indigo? But in the end, what difference do they make? None as far as I see. To be a juror, you need 2 qualifications. Racist and questionable intelligence.
And since there's since that's now apparent, there's no reason to delay our decision any longer.
Okay, look. After we get the guilty verdict, you want to come back to my place? I got some cheese and crackers, girl. Like I was saying before, if I don't take 5 bob home with me tonight, my missus will blow her top. Yeah, jurors don't get paid. What's that? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said. Hold. Juror number 6 can't even hear anything. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty! Guilty!
Wait, the old man sounds like that? No! Remember last time? Remember how much I did for you guys? Actually, I kind of wrecked most of you guys, but still. No. Can I get the summation, subjugation, examination, constipation, proclamation, jurisdiction? That's not even a word. Well, it would appear that the jury is unanimous. Homing fireballs. I mean, that's a good point, right? You have what is it? Why are they wearing hats in here? Don't the British take off the hats inside? I don't know. Also, homing fireballs. So this time at least it seems justice will be done. All's well that ends well, as they say. This calls for toast. Does anyone have any butter? I'm sorry, that was a terrible pun. To the guilty being punished. Ow, pain. Population snow elation.
Get up, Mr. Naruhodo. The trial isn't over yet.
What do you mean this is not all? What if the juror starts at the judge now, everyone?
What about the information I have on this Encyclopedia of British Law that I pulled out of my butt like the very first time we used it? That obscure right belongs to the defense in these situations, remember?
Why did nobody use the summation examination? Why does literally no... Why is it that the first person to ever, like, use the summation examination... I mean, no. Maybe people just stopped using it. Somebody must have used it effectively in the past. It just probably... There weren't enough cases of that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe people are just dumb here. Summation examination. Van Zeeks is literally in his seat trembling like, no. You can't do that! Not again! Yes, that's right. We don't have a jury in Japanese courts. But here in a British court of law, if we can reverse the decision of the majority of the jurors. So in other words, we just have to emotionally manipulate them. This trial can't end now. The soul of my best friend is here. Whatever it takes, I just can't let that happen. You love emotional manipulation. Exactly, it's easy. The defense moves to invoke its right to a summation, proclamation, subjugation, population, aspiration, internation. Oh, my lord. Why am I not surprised at my learned Nipponese friend's ability to admit defeat? Because I've already done this like 3 times in front of you. That is an excellent point. You choose to cling desperately to some archaic rule you barely comprehend instead of accepting the truth. Certainly no other defense counselor in recent times has exercised the right to a summation examination. Why is everyone in Britain so dumb? Because they all know that once the jury's mind is set, it cannot be altered. Especially not at gunpoint. Looks over to the jury. Yes, Van Zeek's okay. Guilty, yes. Nevertheless, the right remains, and it must be upheld. The defense counsel's request is granted. This court will proceed with a proclamation aberration, as outlined by the Encyclopedia of British Law. Thank you, my lord. Are you and your fellows prepared, Mr. Foreman? Believe me, my lord. Oh, believe me, my lord. Believe me, my lord. We all know this young lad's tenacity, and we're ready for it. Very well. In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hereby call upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty for the crime of which he stands. I'm not falling for your tricks again, boy. That's literally what he's saying. The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man and straight up. There's no reason to doubt the man.
Well, I do declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid.
Juror number 2, no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, girl. Girl, am I gonna lose to Shakespeare? Oh, no. Rejected on Valentine's Day. Oh, just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese. Whoa, that's some unexpected racism from juror number 3.
There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudman. For now, at least.
I know, juror number 3 looks like a homie. What up with the freaking racism, bro? Oh, I really don't care, like. I just need to end this trial quickly. Is there like a what do you call it? The stenographer? Is there a stenographer keeping track of these statements? Because this needs to be submitted to the Court of British Law to like kind of redo the jury system. "3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at all." That's not even an argument! At least juror number 4 seems open-minded. That's because she's my girl, baby.
It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shakespeare is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen.
Don't rub it in! If you ask me, they've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical movements. He's the goat.
And sadly, nothing Mr. Natsume has said appears to have registered at all.
Well, here goes. Let's not forget. I pleaded with the jury on Soseki-san's behalf before, and it worked. So you'll never know.
But he's Japanese, Naruhodo-san. Before we begin, it might be an idea for me to remind you exactly how a summation examination works, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, you're still very new to British law, and you're really dumb.
Me?
No, I wasn't talking to you, Mr. Naruhodo. I was talking to the streamer.
Wow, thanks, Susato. That's true. He is pretty dumb. There's always a chance I might have forgotten some detail. Perhaps I should hear her out. I wonder. No need, I got it. Thank you for the kind offer, Miss Susato. But I've been through it plenty of times. I think it's important that we don't delay the start any longer.
Of course, I understand. Now the streamer's gonna fail. If you're confused by anything, you could turn to me for advice. I'll be here for you.
The key to this is really listening carefully to each juror's statement. I really like how the summation examination is functionally gaslighting the jury to hate each other. I freaking love that. Like, you do not understand how much I love that. Because very often, this is very true. If you guys have ever done jury duty, so I've done jury duty before, as you guys know. And if you do jury duty, like generally when the jury deliberates. When the jury deliberates, usually they'll all agree on like the final idea. Like if they agree on the final idea, usually the reason why is always vastly different. It's like, oh, he seems like a good person, therefore he would have done that. And another person will think, oh, he seems like a bad person, therefore he would have done that. And they both result in he would have done that, but the logic behind it is completely opposite. So functionally, it's not logical at all. So to an extent, this is one of the reasons why I think, this is one of the reasons why I always question jury of peers, because it's always a little bit weird. It's always a little bit weird because, you know, people don't need to agree to come to a consensus, which is strange if you think about it. Finding two that are in contradiction, that are contradictory, and pitting the jurors against each other. Yeah, it's literally gaslighting. Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with the summation examination. Yes, my lord. It's like, how many times did he breathe that night? Oh, 10. Oh, 12. Well, you said 10 and you said 12. Someone's lying. Very common lawyer tactic. Pick on the little details. I do think he's splendid. Just look, he's Japanese. There's no evidence that he's a fraud. I really don't care. Where do I even begin? Okay. Let's ask, why do you think that he's rather splendid?
Hold it!
Are you saying you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid?
No, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie?
Okay, that's a reasonable question, right? That is a question that we thought about a little bit last time, but we're not sure.
And yet, he is rather splendid.
It's Valentine's Day. Don't do this to me, game. So you say yet again.
Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him. I'm afraid he's not splendid at all. Just Japanese.
God dang the racism! Splendid logic. Thank you. Just look at the accused. Oh, here. Oh, no, go back. The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man. There's no reason to doubt him. So, if he's not a noble man, will there be reason to doubt him?
Hold it!
Well, there are plenty of people in London who seem noble, but poor. Couldn't some of them be lie? What? Wait. Hold. What? Ryunosuke?
I've no doubt about it. That shaky client of yours, for example.
Absolutely not. Mr. Latsume is no liar.
Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was the Japanese man's tea. When you take the gas man's testimony into account, the truth couldn't be any clearer.
That's alarmingly logical.
But let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten liar after all, I'll gladly change my decision.
Ooh, okay. He's open-minded.
And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury will do the same. Isn't that right? Not me. I need to get home and get 5 bob to me missus.
Well, yes, perhaps. No, I don't see it happening.
This elderly gent on the end here, you know, you'll have to speak up.
Who vetted these jurors?
Look, I really don't care. I just need this trial to be over.
Oh my god. I wonder how many trials ended because some guy just wanted to go home, so he's like, you know what, I'll just say guilty, let's go. Alright, I'll hold you to that. Alright, if I can show me that a victim's a liar. Okay. That's a good start, Okay, just look at the accused, he's Japanese. Can I get triggered? Can I get triggered and point him and go, you are racist? Heck yeah, Dustborn. Oh, whoops.
Hold it!
No, none of those reasons is none of those things is a reason to find the man guilty. Oh, but he is fishy. No point dancing around that fact. He's Japanese, he has a mustache, he stoops low. You see, if you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps, like a waltz, in fact. You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial starts to seem like a dance. Wait, what? What are you, can you just shut up? You seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though, and you're on the wrong foot. No, there's nothing but circumstantial evidence. There's no actual proof. Well, but the victim's version of events is backed by what the big chin man next to him says. Once he saw Japanese in there. 1, he saw the Japanese man in there. 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man in there. Oh. That's another 3 steps. It all really does seem more like a waltz, doesn't it? Right. Prosecution will waltz its way to victory. Alright. Juror number 4. I love you. Save me, girl. Please. Please save me. Listen. Everything about you is beautiful. I just need you to save me.
Hold it!
A fraudsman. What do you mean by that, madam? It really is a most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. We can be absolutely certain a customer is stealing from a... He's a thief. Right, he went to jail at some point. But we can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued. I'm sorry, you lost me a little there. I'm the wife of Augustus L. She's married! No! Listen. That's a minor problem. Just a minor problem, okay? We can take care of that problem later. Good gracious. Altamont gas. Oh, he's the gas guy. Don't laugh at me.
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe, but proper handling is essential. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be first to agree.
Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gotta be used proper. Altamont gas is the best in the world, of course. Wait. So, she is the wife of the CEO of Gas, and this guy works for them? Wait, what?
I think we may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right, he bowed in deference to his employer's wife, did he? So, would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meterman was watching what Mr. Shamspear was up to in his room?
I'm afraid there's no end to the lengths the population of the East End will go to in order to steal our gas.
His play is a drone bee. So is she the queen?
But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough in our investigations.
Of course she's the queen. She's my queen. So you mean Mr. Shamspear is...
I wouldn't come out and say it in public. But you can finish that sentence with... a grubby little gas thief.
Wait, how do you pronounce gas? I know, this sounds like a stupid question. Dictionary. Cambridge Dictionary. Is it gas or goss? Gas. Okay, so in US, it's gas.
Gas.
And in UK, it's also gas.
Gas.
Gas. Her umbrella does look like a stinger, which is weird because I don't think Queen Bees sting. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. She even has the bee stripes and everything. Quinbee. Her name is Quinbee because she's the queen bee. Wait, he's a drone, shouldn't he? No, drones are bailed. Wait, but if he's a drone, that means he's sleeping with her. Yo, Quinbee's a cheating hoe! She's sleeping with all the men! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, she's just going left and right. She's popping out babies. Soseki turns on the stove for the gas. Oh, Adron has bee stripes on his back. I noticed that. I didn't really make anything of it. You have noticed the public gallery in here, have you? Can you shut up? Can you just please, like... Look. Go outside, grab a piece of tape, stretch it over your mouth, and put a bullet in your head, okay, Shamspear? Okay, Shamspear, 4 easy steps. The eyes of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song. We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around. Oh my god, it's so bad! Until they find it. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in the Altamont gas explosion. Should you be threatening him like that? So Mr. Shamspear's been stealing gas. I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement.
My pleasure. Was it the bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed?
Girl, you could rip me apart, or more than that, you can rip my clothes apart. What? A little before that part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble.
Yes, of course.
This could be it. This is the shift in balance. The victim, but in reality, he's a common thief.
Hold it!
That's a bold claim. How can you be so sure?
It's really very simple. Noble lady of gas, I pray thee hold thy tongue. I beg your pardon. Hath that rank-odored air that doth our darkness illuminate any place in this assembly? Nay! 'Tis of sole import here that someone would extinguish the light of mine own life. Verily, I ne'er recall stealing thy gas, but pray, let the matter rest till anon. Why, you little...
Begging your pardon, my lady, but might I suggest you don't say any more at this stage? We need hard evidence first. If I keep secretly watching that bloke, I'll get it in the end. He'll slip up.
You think maybe the secret's out of the bag?
Oh, this is so frustrating.
It's okay. It's okay. We will incriminate him together, juror number 4. I trust you, and I love you, and I Okay. Doesn't this thing take coins? They said he's stealing gas, right? Do you know what coins are? Coins are circles. Okay, so let's think about this. Do you know what else are circles? Freezy circles. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. This man. This freaking man. He's been cheating the machine with freaking freezy circles. Oh my freaking god. And that's why there's a puddle down there. The freezy circles. We have solved the mystery of the freezy circles. He creates the freezy circles so he can put it into his gas machine, and then they just melt out. It's such a simple freaking con. That's crazy. That's freaking insane. Oh, man.
Hold it!
Remember to tip your landlord? No. You keep talking about needing to take us home some money. What's all this about, sir?
Finish, lass. Finish, lass. That's what it's about.
What's that?
I'm talking about the Derby at Hyde Park, aren't I? It was the Queen's Cup last week.
Derby?
It was a dead cert, that's the thing. I couldn't lose. So I took my wife's saving and
You gambled away your wife's saving. Oh no. Juror number 5, we need to talk about a little thing called gacha games, okay? Listen, I know it's fun. I know your adrenaline gets pumping, but do not continue to pull the slot machine, okay?
But then, that hopeless mare went and did the unthinkable. Oh, that stupid Finnish loss.
Is it loss or lass? To Cambridge Dictionary. Lass. Lass.
Lass.
Honestly, I hate the split between and in British, because it makes no sense. There's no grammatical rules behind it. There's no phonetic rules behind it. It's just like, oh, well, this one's this one's He tried pulling for Evelyn, but got I wish I got Nekomata. I got Lycon again. Which means functionally I got 4 S ranks last week.
Oh dear, I think it's clear what happened.
There's a day the missus uses her savings for a trip down to a pub. So come on, let this business lie now, just get up.
No, that's not gonna happen.
3 hours of missing time.
Hold it!
I cannot believe we're going to use this guy's argument. Okay, listen, what do you want to say? What do you mean by that, sir?
Well, I'm not one to boast, but I usually get up at 5 every morning. I do.
Unrealistic. No one does that. At 5? You're an early riser.
What's that now?
I said you're an early riser.
Oh, well, I wouldn't pass out flyers either. I mean, I like to while away the hours in the evening reading books as well. But by about 2 in the morning, I'm usually too tired to go up.
This man gets 3 hours of sleep a night.
He sleeps at 2 in the morning and gets up at 5?
I know old people really be getting up early.
That means he only has 3 hours of sleep each night.
What's that, dear?
Only 3 hours of sleep each night.
That's right, you see. 3 hours of missing time, like I said. It's not much, is it?
I can't. That's his argument. His argument is because I sleep for 3 hours is like poison is no big deal. Oh my goodness. How is this an argument? Oh my god. This really isn't helping.
The key to the proclamation jurisdiction is identifying contradictions.
Right, and once I've found 2 jurors that can't coexist, I'll put them against each other. Hopefully, when they see what they're saying doesn't make sense, they'll change.
Yes, and if you're able to change the minds of a majority, the trial will continue. But conversely, if you can't, you're gonna die.
Can't let that happen. Somehow or another, I'll turn this trial around. Okay, so I think I get it so far. Okay, we need to demonstrate... No, Pit. We need to demonstrate that according to my queen, he in fact is a liar!
Objection!
Those 2 statements contradict each other.
Oh, good gracious. Whose statements do you refer to, counsel?
Juror number 1.
What are you yelling at me about, lad?
I presume you heard juror number 4's statements, made by the wife of the owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Well, yes.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, is in fact, turns out to be a common thief.
So the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much.
It's true, we don't have evidence as such just yet. But their claims aren't baseless, you know.
Who's on first?
You heard me. Seeing as this operation has already been compromised, I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee here.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I'll do whatever you want. Whatever you say, milady. Castman's honor. Tell your husband I've been working hard, and I think that, managerial position looks good.
Man, back then people had company loyalty. Not anymore. Juror number 1. You say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shamspear was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
Yes, I did say that.
I will say, juror number 1 is pretty fair. I guess that's why his name is Fair Play, right?
As a man of my honor, I'll hold to it. I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will as well.
Me? Oh, well, yes. Okay, well, now that I might as well just go ahead and do this so I don't get in trouble.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying.
I feel like that's a problem for being a jury.
So if this means you'll recap a few... Look, I need a plot summary, okay? Oh no. Oh no, I'm not having any part of this. I want this trial over and done.
In that case, I shall change my leaning.
So, Mr. William Shamspear, if that is your real name, we of the jury demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are.
Wow, that was really easy. That's right, just gaslight. Right. That's 4 jurors. Four for not guilty. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Victory! And it was juror number 4. I know, juror number 4. Oh, my darling. Also, why do we keep getting jury members that are related to the case when these are picked out of random? Completely random that Mrs. Garadeb is in the jury for a trial that has to do with her house. What a coincidence! I don't like juror number 2 anymore. She's a simp.
Order! Well, it's quite an extraordinary, I must say. The result of a defense's summation examination. The jury's leaning has changed. Now, only 2 jurors say guilty. Therefore, I declare this court to be in a state of disaccord and order the to continue.
That's right. Oh, jeez. You have spoilt the bank. The bouquet? You have spoiled the bouquet. Flowers? Flowers. You have... Oh, no, the bouquet is like the flavor of wine, right? You have spoilt the bouquet and my hollowed chalice. Actually, you threw that glass into a fire. I don't care!
The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim.
Can someone stab him? No? Okay. You're back from pizza. Ugh, pizza. Sounds so good. Not to get political, but I just saw a poll that was about approval rating in Arizona. 1 person polled. That's not really much of a poll then. Wait, what? What do you miss? Shamspears being a butthead. That's what you missed. But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, and I do swear. This gas man seeketh
that which concerns him most. Not but gas, not but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright while, but it hath no substance, and doth reek foul.
Oh, what you say? Do I take it, Mr. Shamspear, you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Most heartily, my lord, hast thou forgetteth? Forget a Gothic. I am a seraph, an angel, of noble mind, sweet of nature, and verily, honest of heart. Look at that beta soy boy face. Get the frick out of here, Shamspear.
Oh, you flower mouth pompous beanpole! I just ain't got the evidence yet.
Mr. Shamspear, if in fact you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time, no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage to rule on the case.
How about you listen to the jury who's supposed to be ruling on the case and they said no, so you say no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern...
Oh, maybe I should just let the judge cook. Okay. All right, judge, you know what? I'll let you cook. Go ahead.
I believe it would be inappropriate for the court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
Let the judge speak. Look, maybe the judge is smarter than I think, okay? He seems like a senile old man, but maybe he's somewhat intelligent.
I assure you, my lord, that it would be a waste of the court's time. The gas in this case are unrelated.
Juror number 4! Yes? I love you! Marry me! I'm sorry! I know I'm not a rich man, but I'm a good man! Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove that this man's been stealing, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right, we do. Don't we, worker?
Absolutely, Lord Quimby. Gasman's honor.
Oh wait, Gusman's honor! Right, wrong accent.
Very well, we'll hear your testimony. You'll tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspear, has been stealing gas. Yes, my lord, it'll be my pleasure. On the Altamont gas name.
Oh, if I may, my lord. Is it you wanna sit next to me and spend some time over at the defense's bench? Oh, you know, you're all welcome to come here.
Go ahead, madam.
This worker's testimony may have significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand. No! How is this even allowed? God, the jury system is whack, man. No wonder they got rid of it. Oh, wait. I was thinking of trial number 4 of Phoenix Wright, or Apollo Justice. They didn't get rid of it. They actually brought it back. Phoenix, what are you doing? The system failed! Have I seen Lady Quimby's whole dress? No, and chances are I'm not gonna, if you know what I mean. Oh! Sorry. Yeah! Oh yeah! Sweet as honey! Yeah! My boy's gassing her up. Oh god. Oh no! Oh, that would hurt me! Oh god!
Oh, oh, that hurt, man. Unintentional pun right there. Wait, she has wings too?
Very well. As an exception, I shall honor your request.
Oh, look at her, she's so fancy.
Thank you, my lord.
You wait till the boss gives you an earful or it's gonna sting, you mark my words. So, will you both testify before the court on the subject of illegal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel?
Yes. Is that clear, my good man?
Clear as Altamont gas, my lady, which is the clearest in the world. Or, I'm a bow because that's what I'm supposed to do so I can get my promotion.
You think the gas has gone to his head, Mrs. Sato? I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruhodo. Can this guy sip any harder?
Look, I've been trying to get this promotion for 10 years now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. I'm so glad you stepped down so we could see all of y'all. Oh my. Oh. Oh, you can Quinn all over me. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. I don't care. Mistress, yeah, she is married, but I mean, that's a problem we can solve.
I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Altamont gas meters accept threepenny bits. Each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous
Why is that sentence so hard to say? Threepenny? What is threepenny? Like 3 pennies? Girl, she can smack me with that all she wants. What? And yet the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin. The meter doesn't happen to be tampered with, though. And the collection agent has the only key.
Somehow he's using all flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If I ain't thieving out, what is?
I mean, you can argue that in this era, people were starting to think that companies themselves were thievery. Until it would boil into destruction. Remember, kids, murder your landlord. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to her wings. Let me check again.
Pray, forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice. What do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Zeeks? Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or... Actor? It's definitely actor. Actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court. And yet, now we must listen to this abhorrence.
Mr. Van Zeeks, you're driving up this month's bill. You got. Shut up! I'm so sorry, Mr. Van Zeeks.
Clearly, what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance. But, are you about to be racist? Oh, my leg! What the frick, Van Zeeks?
Do what you will.
Lord Van Zeeks seems to be in a violent mood. Sir, now we're gonna have to pay for his hospital bills.
Then I should cause more then. Yes, he does. An attempted poisoning, an incidence of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance. But I wonder, the truth tends to be buried in freezy circles. We see all that thinking last time, we figured out the freezy circles. See, by thinking so much last time, we could all piece it together little by little this time. And the first step to uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is. All right, buddy. Oh my god, I could stare at Miss Quimby forever. Okay, I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Thrupenny bits. Okay, we're gonna have to ask them about that later, definitely. And yet the meter didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with. Oh, let's ask the most important question. Did your inspection of or investigation of the meter?
Hold it!
There's only one key for all your meters?
Well, in truth, there's another key in the company vault at our main office. But even if someone had managed to get hold of a key, we'd know if the coin box had been opened.
Okay, so functionally there's one key? Could they have duplicated it? I don't know. How?
I came up with a rather clever way to expose any little shenanigans as it happened.
Oh, so she's gonna know about all my shenanigans. Oh! You care to explain?
Well, in order to empty a meter, you have to unlock the padlock and remove the cover. But when I close the cover again, I stick a little beeswax seal on it, you see?
A seal? Like the sort of thing you put on an envelope, you mean?
Something like that, yeah.
I still can't believe that in order to seal envelopes, they used to like have like a little candle, like they would drip like candle wax on top of it, and then like press their little their little seal on it. It's like, dang, that feels old-fashioned, man.
Basically, you can't remove the cover again without breaking the seal.
Yeah, but couldn't you just replace the seal with another seal? I guess it's hard to come by their specific seal, maybe.
Now, in the case of Mr. Shamspeare's meter, there were no coins inside at all, as I said.
Alright, so first of all... Oh, oops. I dropped my controller. Alright, first of all, how to be a con man, okay? First of all, let's learn how to be a con man. Right. The goal of Shamspeare is to steal gas, right? What is the best way to get away with a crime? Right? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone? I'm asking the class here. The best way to get away with a crime isn't to not leave evidence. That's rookie. That's rookie stuff. The best way to get away with a crime is to make sure no one even knows the crime happened. Okay? That is how you get away with a crime. So, if Shamspeare has no coins inside, they're going to throw all the victims into a rip. No, but that is a close second. Okay. If there were no coins inside, then obviously he's stealing gas. There's no way he's not using gas, right? But if you have just like a couple coins less than normal, they won't notice. Is to not admit you know how to get away with a crime. You know, dang it. Yeah, so what Shamspeare really should have done is she should have just sometimes paid for gas. Like, paid for gas 50% of the time. Like, use a freezy circle, then use a coin. Then use a freezy circle, then use a coin. Right? And he could have gotten away with that for a lot longer. Now, he's going to jail. Right? All he had to do was do 50% of the time. He would save 50% on his gas bill, which is like, oh, well, he's saving 100%. Yeah, but 100% doesn't do much if you get caught and then you go to jail. So, Shamspeare's not that smart.
But see, I haven't been broken either.
So that would mean
Mr. Shamspear somehow managed to steal coins from inside the meat.
I love this face.
It would seem so, but that would be impossible. Well, you don't need to steal stuff from it if you never put it in the first place. That's how he did it. Wait. And yet the meter doesn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't have to... the meter doesn't have a single coin in it. The meter, the collection agent has the only key. I think we answered that. We asked that, so we'll do this one next.
Hold it!
Out of interest, how long has this been going on?
Weeks and weeks? He's been pinching gas off us for ages. And you've examined the meter in Mr. Shamspear's room, I take it?
Naturally. We took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No. I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible look. The Shamspear Special. Sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of threepenny pieces. But even after all that, the rascal's meter was still empty! It's gotta be Rascal, not Rascal, right? Rascal? Cambridge. Rascal. It is Rascal.
Rascal.
See, I'm getting the hang of it. Even if there's no set patterns, there's basic patterns. You can't stop looking at Miss Quimby? Me neither, girl. Oh boy.
I'll never forget the humiliation. Well, I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what? I said, you what? Look at his face, that smarmy smile of his.
Yeah, he's so dumb. Shamspear is so dumb. The best way to get away with this is make them not realize that you're getting away with it, right? If the meters are just based on coins, they're probably not measuring exactly how much money you owe.
I pulled the meter straight off the wall, took it back to the office. But you know what? None. Not a trace of it being jamming open anywhere. Not a single sign. What's happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what.
A life-threatening situation in a number of ways. I mean, it's not his fault. They shouldn't be charging him just because what is it? He's stealing gas. It's not his fault. Don't what is it? Don't take away his salary. What became of the meter?
Nothing became of it. I've still got it.
Oh, can you submit it?
Right.
What? He really has it. He literally has it on him. No wonder they call you Meterman. God, he's so sassy.
I wonder if it would be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing.
All right. It sports a very strong lock. Definitely. Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh, so that's the seal. The green thing is the seal, huh? That's the coin slot, I guess? That's a very sturdy looking padlock, isn't it? And the money box is sealed with beeswax, too. So if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately. Mr. Naruhodo! Mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing Mr. Sholmes would... You know you didn't finish that sentence, don't you? Well, anyway, it's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs. But it does feel a little over the top, doesn't it? Okay, so these were where it connects to the pipes. Oh!
What's this? Right, he poked a hole so the water can drain out. And, oh yeah, it wasn't tampered with. Yeah, nothing wrong. Oh my god.
Have you spotted something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Just here, there's a little hole. You see it?
Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed.
It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professional. That's no professional hole. That's an amateur hole.
So you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamspear?
Possibly. It seems the people at the Altamont Gas must have missed it.
Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through the inside.
Yeah, but there's no way a coin could fit through there. Yeah, but water can.
That's true, but even so, it's more than a little suspicious.
Uh-oh. 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 Let's move this along, shall we? Quit looking at that frickin' clock in your hands. Though I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter. Wait. Geez, streamer, you really have to stop ad-libbing. Otherwise, you have no idea what I'm saying. Oh, I agree. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with. Are you sure about that?
Objection!
Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with.
Once we solve her problems, she'll fall in love with us. And then we'll get married. And then we'll have 13 beautiful children together.
Get away! I've been over and over that thing! I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it!
In that case, what do you have to say about this small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box?
Hole? What?
You're right. You're quite right. There's a little hole there. The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do.
In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspear secretly opened up this hole himself. Right, it's so small, people think it's irrelevant. I see.
Yes, I wouldn't be at all surprised. But why?
Yeah, I mean, it's tiny. You couldn't get a farthing through that.
Lady Altamont, I wonder if you can give this court some details about your meter design.
What sort of details?
Like maybe your height, your dress size, your age, whether or not you're looking to remarry when your husband dies. What was that last one? Your height. Hey, Arcade. Specifically, I'd like to know how it differentiates coins. Ooh. How does the meter tell the difference between different coins? You're not gonna ding me right now? I have never simped a day in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. Truly a moment to enter. There may be a homicide. There may be a homicide case. I mean, it was an accident. Oh, for some reason they found her husband with a bullet in her head. That was an accident. It's clearly an accident. No, not the waifu command. Oh, that's the short list too. I still have to add more.
What do you mean?
Minecraft trees. Okay, look. Mrs. Oak was just standing there and she was all like, oh, this is an oak tree. You're like, oh, but then Mrs. Spruce was all like, ooh, sprucey. Okay, look. Okay, it's normal. Well, for example, if someone were able to put a penny coin, if someone were to put a 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work, presumably, would it?
No, of course not.
So, well, how does the meter know that the coin is fed a threepenny bit?
Ah, I see what you're getting at now. The meter tells coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness.
Oh, Miss Lady Ultima, I'm down with the thickness if you know what I'm saying. Oh! The waifu command doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about.
A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit.
I see. It's... Oh, is a threepenny the smallest coin? I actually don't know. Here. Okay, so she says... The meter tells the coin apart by shape and size, including thickness. A threepenny is 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Other coins won't fit. Right. Three-quarters of an inch. Inch. Notice that she's using inches because that is the correct measurement to use. So 3/4, I'm going backwards from 12, but it's literally like this. It's like a dime. It's really small. The smallest coin is just a percent. I don't really get the pun, so I'm just gonna pretend it's not one, okay?
The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent.
As you wish, my lord.
Okay. The meter is designed for a coin. Nothing else will fit.
Hold it!
Alright, so we're getting close to the freezy circles. But conversely then, it would seem that anything matching a 3p coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally be used. Would that be true?
Well, yes, in a way. The weight comes in to a certain extent as well.
We've thought all that through anyway. If I find fake coins inside when I empty the meter, the contract says the company has to pay 100 times the amount they diddle as a fine. We live for moments like that. Us gasmen do. Live for them. It would seem the gas company has thought about extorting the poor in every possible way. Yeah! Hooray for extortion! Hooray for cash! Ultima all the way!
That's quite enough of that.
How I wish that were me. How I wish that were me. Remind me, how big are threepenny bits?
3/4 of an inch across. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Is this 2 centimeters measurement significant?
Susato, what is a centimeter?
You know, like a cent.
I've never heard of that before. A cent. You mean inches? Are you talking about inches?
Or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction that we should be focusing on.
You might be right. Perhaps I should try a different tack here. Like asking about whether the meter can be dismantled, for example. Oh, I see. We can change it around. Leave it for now.
Let us return to the testimony.
Oh my goodness. Everything this woman does is just absolute grace.
Altamont meters are unsurpassed. They cannot be manipulated.
Okay, here. Wait, no, go back. The meter is designed for coins, the exact diameter, and nothing else will fit. Are you sure about that?
Objection!
Yes, I'm very sure.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! It's good I'm finally going after women my age. How old is she? Oh my god, she's 38! You know what? I can hag max. I'm down with hag max. And okay, you don't even know. Oh, I have no problem with hag max.
Oh. In a number of ways, you say?
That's right, my lord, in a number of ways.
Perhaps it would serve you well to concentrate on your efforts on one contradiction at a time.
Ow. Sorry, Judge. I made a mess in a number of ways. I'm not a simp. Okay. So, somehow he's using all... Whoops. I certainly didn't expect to uncover another crime that looks like it's been taking place in the very same room.
According to the testimony, it's only the meter in Shamspeare's room that's under suspicion. It does seem as though it has nothing to do with the incident involving Mr. Natsume.
I know, it does seem that way. But the fact is, since I've been practicing law in England, I feel like I've encountered this at least once already. Cases that are interlinked. Wait. I mean, beat, right? Like, not beat. I'm thinking of, Rolly beat and Pat beat, but no, oh, Pat beat. How did freaking Rolly end up with Pat? Ew. Like the previous Natsume case, right? It was Natsume walking on the street, but then there was also a fight going on upstairs. Everyone was like, that's irrelevant, but it turned out to be relevant. Oh, it might seem these cases have nothing to do with one another, but in fact, they're immensely connected.
Yes. We'll BS our way until it works.
Perhaps. We can't be sure yet. Like, a gas company's been investigating so earnestly, there must be something to it. But then, how's he been stealing gas? I'm proud to say the company, okay, you're the agent. Altamont gas meters accept threepenny bits with the gorgeous gas. Okay. I'm just gonna press all of these.
Hold it!
So does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters?
I do. I have to try to catch people when they're in. Then I ask permission to come inside and do my business. Oh, me business.
Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before? And Mr. Shamspeare's?
Well, interesting you should bring it up. I couldn't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winter is beyond me, really.
God damn.
Knowing Mr. Natsume, he probably spends all his gas money on books.
And then when he's finished with them, he burns them for warmth. Damn, he out here burning books.
You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Meterman. Not much to say, really, but as you wish.
Hold it!
Alright, 2 hours of gorgeous gas. So all London houses have a gas supply that are fitted with these gas meters?
Yes, they're the latest model. In the height of technology developed by our company, Altamont Gas. Anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property, yes?
So if a 3p coin gives 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins a night. 2, 4, 6, and then maybe in the morning you don't need one.
A bit more than that, usually. If they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is.
Thinking about it, Soseki doesn't have a fireplace in that room, does he?
Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating. Oh, yes. I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room.
And how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company? You know what I'm just thinking about? The light bulb is like a freaking miraculous invention. You twist that baby in, it can give you light for like years. It's like a candle, that'll give you light for like minutes.
Every 3 days, gasland men like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins.
I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company a lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues. For the most part.
Leave it to big corporations to figure out how to take as much money from poor people. Am I right? Am I right, fellow poor people? Yeah! And because they have to pay in advance, you mean?
Yes, exactly right.
Well, it's their own fault for trying to cheat the system. Well, it's Quinby's fault for being so pretty. Yet the meter didn't have a single coin in it. The meter is designed... We do live in a society. The meter is designed for that. The meter didn't have a single coin. The meter is designed for coins of that diameter. Nothing else will fit. Somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants.
Hold it!
Did I say hi to you, Slippery? Hi, Slippery. How do you know he's been using the gas, though?
Well now, since I started investigating the bloke, I've been to his room more a few times. And on every single occasion, his lamps have been blazing and his stove pounding.
See, that's why he's a bad thief, right? You need to learn that 10% now will build up more than 100% immediately. That'd be 10% every once in a while, I mean.
It's the middle of winter and he turns to me, sweat dripping down his cheeks and says,
"Get thee to a nunnery!" God damn it.
Hamlet! Indeed. I wish I could wring the bloke's neck. I get all hot under the collar.
I get that too when I'm with Quimby.
Every time I open the flaming meter, it's empty. He's robbing me of my salary. What's wrong with the world? Where's the justice?
How can Mr. Shamspeare possibly be stealing money?
The simple explanation is right before your eyes.
What?
A toast. To you eventually realizing that the gasman could be an accomplice.
Damn. I mean, to be fair, that is a very good deduction.
You what? Lord, eminently plausible indeed.
Uh-oh, the queen's mad!
God, he's so lucky.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, please, Lady Quimby, I'm a faithful worker. And besides, if the money us gasmen collect doesn't tally with how much gas is being used, you doc are paid by the same amount.
So you'd be stealing money only to have the same amount taken from your wages. Clearly, that makes no sense.
Perhaps it's a case of losing the battle to win the war?
No, I'm not gonna stir up that hornet's nest. If I went stealing from the company, I'd be finished.
It would appear there's no evidence to support the claims of thievery made against the victim,
Because Mr. William Shamspeare is innocent.
God damn it, Mr. Van Zix! Oh, God!
Pray, forgive me if that shatters some illusion of my learned Nipponese friend was clearly under.
Ugh! $150 now? Yeah, Baroque's like, oh my god, can you get on with it? Okay, according to the testimony... It has nothing to do with it. Yeah, it's just seen that way, but blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we have to figure out... Okay. Look. I'm pretty sure... No. I'm 100% sure the freezy circles go in the freezy circle hole. And so they go inside, and that's how he's paying for gas, and then it melts away, and then it drips out, right? And that's how he gets away with it.
Hold it!
Oh, frick. wrong button. Okay. Which statement is wrong? I'm proud to be an East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. There's nothing wrong with that statement. Altamont Gas accepts penny bits. Each coin gives customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. That is correct. The meter is designed for coins the exact diameter or the thickness of a penny bit. Nothing else will fit. Oh, somehow he's using... Oh, frick. Okay, yes. Okay, so the freezy coins go in the freezy coin hole. Nothing else will fit. I want to say this. But we've already investigated this. Look at this bar of soap. There's a circular depression on this side about 2 cm. There's a circular depression on the side about 2 centimeters across.
Or 3/4.
We had to investigate it again? Again? Yes, or 3/4 of it in this completely new dialogue. God, I know they call me stupid, but I'm the only smart one here because I can remember things that are more than 2 minutes ago. We did find his soap at the scene.
Yes, there were 2 bars on that little ledge.
But I'm sure when we first found it, there was some sort of reddish medallion. God damn it. Get out. Get out. I remember it clearly,
But there's no sign of it now.
where could it have gone? And now that that has been updated, let me present to you the same thing I presented to you just a few moments ago.
Objection.
Let me just confirm something here. If the die... I think that's what we call in the biz jumping a gun. Jumping the gun. No. 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 That's like taking out a rifle and saying, is this a gun? And they're like, I'm not sure that's a gun. That doesn't look like a gun. I say, hold on a second. Then I put a bullet inside. Is this a gun? He's like, oh, that's definitely a gun. I can't, how did we miss that that was a gun? I swear to God. I swear to God. Do you know what it's like? It's like... It's like you might know what the hole is for, but they don't. But I literally it's literally the exact same piece of evidence. That's exactly what I was trying to explain to them. Look at this bar of soap. It's like, no. Look at this bar of soap with a hole in it. No. Now will you look? Okay. You had no way to prove it initially without the information she provided? Yes, but we examined the whole thing. It shouldn't matter. It should have been obvious. Like the moment she said it was there was a hole, they're coins, right? She's like, oh, they're coins, right? We already examined it. They're like, there's a circular thing right there. It's like with the information, we immediately should know what that is. There's a circle right there. It's like, no, mystery. Don't try to play devil's advocate. Actually, if you follow the logical case of this, then you clearly can see that you were in the wrong there because you were unable to. No. Everyone is stupid. I'm the only person with more than 3 brain cells here, except for Iris, who owns the rest of the brain cells. Ah! The meter would accept any object as if it were a 3-penny bid. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure I investigated this particular thing like 3 times already. Once with the coin there, or not the coin, the freezy circle there. Once with the freezy circle there. Once with the freezy circle gone, and then once again after they acknowledged it. Ah! That is correct. Let not forget the accursed mixing board of Apollo Justice. I still remember that song. I remember that entire solo. We did end up using that thing at least 3 times too. And then they disguised the gunshot with a symbol. I cannot believe that. I cannot freaking believe that. Can you guys freaking... They disguised the freaking gunshot with a symbol crash. It was like, oh my... Well, by something of a coincidence, while we were investigating Mr. Shamspeare's room... Wrong song. Okay, oh wait. The other one though, where she was going pleasure, pleasure, melody. We found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly. Something the size of a 3-penny bit? What was it? It was my brain. The item in question is this. Have you been inhaling gas? That one goes in the square hole! It certainly looks nothing like a 3-penny bit. Looks like I'm gonna have to point out exactly what I mean here. What's so important about the soap is this part here. In order to present this thing, we literally had to click on it! We literally had to click on it just so we can present this. Okay, mystery. Now I know there is no way you're going to devil's advocate me out of this one, okay? Maybe you had like a 5% of an argument last time. This one, you ain't got no argument for this one. God dang it. They definitely lack in sense. I hate it. I said nothing about this, man. It's a perfect circle. And I would say almost 3/4 of an inch. Wow. What a I cannot believe it. Get out! Wait, what did she say? Gotta head out. Thanks for hanging out, Indigo. Okay. Wait a second. What even is the point of this exercise? When you just did the exercise already? And then she literally just gives you the answer. Do you know what this feels like? Do you know what this feels like sometimes? What? Did you hear that? It's Swiper! I don't see him! Where's Swiper? Over there? He's not there! Where'd he go? He's still there? I see him! It's Swiper! That's what playing this game sometimes feels like. I swear to freaking God.
Got it!
This ain't Dora levels, dude. No, it's pretty much Dora. They had to reach a consensus first. It's Dora, except Swiper was declared guilty. You have to turn over the soap to see what I mean. You're referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap there. That's right. A depression that's approximately 3/4 of an inch. Or in other words, almost exactly the same size as a threepenny bit. Get away! Does anyone here happen to have a threepenny bit in their possession? Quickly now! Hand over your car. Oh, God, oh, stop throwing them at me. I only need one. No, please, please. Oh, jeez, God, oh, God. It sounds rather like highway robbery, doesn't it? Oh, you didn't have to throw all the coins at me. I only needed one. Can we try him for extortion? Oh yeah, a threepenny really is 3 cents, man. That's a weird number. Now to see if it fits. Do you know why it's a weird number? Because 3 doesn't go into 10 in any possible way. Oh? Oh? I just sounded like boiling water. My word. It couldn't be more snug. Yes, as I suspected. This, without a doubt, is a vital clue to explaining how the Altamont Gas Company is being defrauded. I don't believe it. Oh my, oh, look at that dress, girl. Oh. So, your assertion amounts to what? That some inferior bar of soap has a tentative connection to the theft of gas. $200.
Vanzix, please. Please, it all comes out of my salary, man.
Yes. The depression in the soap was clearly made by a threepenny bit. I must concur, at least, that pushing a coin with some force into some poor quality soap such as this is a remarkable simple way of replicating the coin's shape. Then you could use, well, some metal wax or something to pour into the mold. You can make fake coins in no time. We are keeping track. Another bit could have also made the... Yeah, no, it's just, you just put the threepenny bit, right? You just push it, right? This brings all the pieces of the puzzle together. The method Mr. Shamspear has been using to steal the gas. That's the missing link. And now, I follow the chain of thought. It's gonna bring me to a new explanation of what happened that nobody's considered. But this is all nonsense. If the man had been making fake coins, my worker here would have found them when he emptied the meter. You should learn about something called condensation. Wait. Just melting. No, it's not evaporation. What's the science term for melting? I need to sound smart. Science term for melting. It's literally melting. I don't think it's emulsion. Wait.
Quite true, Lady Altamont. In the absence of some black magic that can make them disappear.
Solvation? Is that melting? Isn't that like more specific?
There is one form of black magic that could cause fake coins to disappear.
Right, that's specifically dissolving it, right? Anyway, whatever. Liquidation? No. Liquidation is what department stores do when they're trying to get rid of stock. Exactly. The meter here gives it away. What on earth? The remnants of the magical method used visible on the gas meter taken from the victim's room.
If that is your assertion, counsel, the defense will identify these remnants for the court at once. Where on the meter can the remnants of the method used to make the fake coin disappear be seen?
Really? It's not like we just demonstrate. Oh my. There's this little hole here, isn't there? And it looks like it was made by someone who didn't have good tools. It goes through to the inside. It's hard to see. In fact, it goes right to the part where the money ends up. I suppose it's nothing then. Oh, well, you couldn't possibly extract a coin. No, I suppose not. But remember, everything fits in the square hole. Why would somebody do this?
Got it!
We found this bar of soap at the scene of the crime, just outside the victim's window.
Outside?
Yes, outside, where you yourself, Mr. Meterman, were loitering in the freezing winter air. It really was, what's this doing here? But come on, like, do they not have? Okay, you know what? I'm contradicting myself right now, because if there's one thing I have said over and over in this in my stream over and over again, people are very dumb. I'm just contradicting myself. It turns out, like, do they need an explanation? The answer is yes, because people are very dumb. That's where we found the soap. Oh, get it! That's right. The answer is ice.
Did you say ice?
I'm checking the chat because I suspect something's gonna come up very soon. Ice Knight! Ah! Freaking Ice Knight! It doesn't work. That's not how it. Mr. Shamspear has been leaving soap like this outside the window each evening, filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is frozen solid the next morning.
Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades. As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's corn box melts,
turning back into water and draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That's how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, the man's been stealing Altamont gas! Damn, they spent millions designing this thing. Just like that. So simply. Usually the best cons are the easiest. Because the best cons or the best crimes are easy and easy to access, right? Ice is easy to access. Water is easy to access. It's always like that. Is he trying to make us look like idiots? No, you're doing a great job doing that yourself. I'm sorry, Miss Altamont. I love you. It was all I... Get out. He's been fooling us with some bars of soap and some water. That's right, madam. I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that that bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless. Wait, is she gonna... Lady, I'm trying to help you here. Evidence! Lady, I'm trying to help you get your money back! This is like when someone's lost the debate, but they like cannot accept that they've lost the debate. So even though the position that won will end up saving them time or money, they still can't accept it. Like, have you guys ever met someone who does something very, very, very stupidly, and then you walk up to them, and then you say, hey, you know, you could do that faster if you do it like this. And they're like, yeah, but I prefer doing it like this. Whammon! Sorry? I want evidence. If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish... I am not standing there telling you your meters are rubbish. I am pointing out the facts, and you have come to that conclusion yourself. Just tell her, behave. Oh, God. Why do you guys do this to me? Oh, God, that one hurt. She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she? You got this, buddy. Very well, Lady Altamont. If you'd like to see evidence, I'll provide it. But you have to promise to divorce your husband and end up with me, girl. Wink. Mr. Naruhodo, are you saying you actually have evidence? I did notice a trace of something that bothered me a little at the time. And I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with could explain it. The piece of evidence that substantiates this theory is...
Take that!
This is a photograph.
Yes. Yes, it is.
No, that's literally it. Of this scene, at the point when the victim was discovered, taken by the very, very, very awesome Inspector Gregson. Look at this crowd! It clearly shows the remnants of a crime carried out by Mr. Shamspear.
What remnants?
Oh, here you can see the gas meter. Now, if you look closely at the floor,
Remember I conjectured that this was like leaking gas or something, but... What is that? Some kind of grubby stain? Well, yeah. Almost certainly, it's a water stain, resulting from liquid that drained out of the hole. That's right, now you feel bad, don't you? If one coin gives around 2 hours of gas usage, and the occupant was heating his room in his waking hours, we can imagine he would have used around 10 fake coins each day. The melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constant. Did the dude not observe that it was wet? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, this is maybe Meterman probably should have reported that his thing was wet. Come on, man. Come freaking on. He opened it and he realized it was wet. All right, it's on him. It's on him. Leaving a stain on the floor. This is awful. And there's further evidence too. As Mr. Shamspear is slumped over the table, apparently having consumed strike 9. Oh, he was using the fork to fish out the bar of soap. Oh, hold on a second. Remember we had the whole debate about whether or not he could use why he used tea to make the coin, right? Maybe he had to use tea because he couldn't get water. Right? Because it was too cold. Right? If you guys remember, the water pump was frozen. Couldn't he just have picked up a bucket, like a pile of snow, though? You know what? I'm not going to question this. I'm not going to question. He's not smart. He's an idiot. Okay, so he couldn't get the water, and or maybe he just didn't want to go outside because it was too cold. So he just used the tea to make it because the tea was just easy and convenient for him. That's got to be it. You're right.
It would appear to me then, Counsel, that the man was eating the
Close, Your Honor.
Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but... no.
He didn't beat about the bush there, did he?
In truth, Mr. Shamspear was found with a fork in his hand.
A meal of soap is a surprise. Do you mean to say he was using a fork to...
Yes. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap.
But the bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Good gracious.
Oh God, my leg! Lord Benzeeks?
I was throwing my hand up in despair.
Did someone say despair?
No. And happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way. Pray, forgive my maladroit mistake.
Maladroit? I think that's French, right?
What's the meaning of this, Counsel? Allow me to pose my learned friend a question.
What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination?
Bottle flips. That Mr. William Shamspear is a sham and a spear.
In other words, his testimony is unreliable.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Very well. Let us assume the man is a liar. Now allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make?
I mean, that he does have a point, right? It doesn't matter if he generally lies as long as he's not lying specifically. But the lying does result in less weight on his testimony and so on and so forth.
Well, we know that suicide can be discounted. Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no signs of another vessel. And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. The young gasman's testimony, to which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed it.
No, Miss Altamont! Please!
Furthermore, the only possibility, the possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. Even if William Shamspear is the liar you claim him to be, these facts have been objectively established. It's over. Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate adjudication, or as you Nipponese say, owarida.
What?
Order! Counsel, how does the defense respond?
He's dead, Your Honor.
What was the point of that last cross-examination? Well, okay. So you know that he's been using the gas, right? So if he's been using the gas and he's been cheating the gas company. Hold. If he's been cheating the gas company. Right, he's been cheating the gas company. Well, it established that there's tea in the soap. Or did it make no difference at all? Like what Lord Van Zeeks was saying. Raise an objection. No, this isn't over. The defense will not rest.
What? But counsel, you've successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shamspear to consume gas. What more is there to discuss?
Lord Van Zeeks just highlighted 3 facts to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established.
What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend?
At least one of those so-called facts is not a fact.
You mean the one where Lady Altamont is very attractive?
No, that's actually a fact. But the situation has changed now, following the cross-examination of the latest witness.
Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense?
Yes, when you bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. There's a question we need to reconsider. Namely, was there someone responsible? Was there poison in the tea? We've all been led to believe that Strike 9 poison affected Mr. Shamspear. And it was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. But that's conjecture.
Objection!
The victim himself has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. Since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of the poison.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. Boy, I said the situation's changed. Why'd I all of a sudden become a sassy southerner? Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. And a particular piece of evidence proves it.
A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed? The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Very well, counsel. Present your proof. What evidence from the scene of the crime can tell us the nature of the defendant's tea?
I want to say this. I was planning on saying bar of soap, to be honest. I was planning on saying bar of soap because, as we know, the tea was in here. But based on what they're saying, the nature of it, I think maybe they want us to present the teacups. Because the teacups show that, what is it? The tea was there for a lot longer. So, like, he could have used it to create the coins. So I think maybe they mean the tea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, in order to make the argument, you have to actually understand the evidence together. But if you're just presenting, like, evidence, it's this or it's this, it's difficult to know what they're looking for. I'm going to try presenting the teacups.
Take that!
What exactly is this piece of evidence supposed to reveal about Mr. Natsume's tea?
I may be very dumb, sir.
Then you will be very, very dumb forever.
Oh.
Even at the bottom of the deepest chasm, you will find no sense in that absurd assertion.
Right, it wasn't the teacups. All right, let me figure out how they want me to frame the question. It's okay, Ryunosuke, it's okay.
I advise you to think more deeply before you answer again.
Yeah, is it the soap again? Is it the soap? Is it just the soap again? I'm just thinking, what is it? You guys remember when Junko appears in one of the later Danganronpas? And she was all like, even if no one was waiting, even if you were all like, what? Again?
Take that!
It's the soap. What? Again? God damn it.
Good gracious! The soap again! The same bar the victim used to fashion his coins of ice.
That's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene. It's more bars of soap. Oh, more bars of soap. Soap. What are the bars doing lined up on the ledge outside the window? I'm quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon these bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar. So you discovered the gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating. In a way, yes. But there's more. The coins we found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice.
There was something strange about them, you mean?
Exactly. Something very obviously strange. They were red. The ice was red.
You mean?
That's right. It's obvious to me now. Oh, here we go! The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea! Let's go! Alright, we have solved the mystery of the Freezy circles. Hell frickin' yeah. I would remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume's earlier in this trial.
I am so poor. I am so poor I cannot live. I only have tea, but I give to Mr. Shamspear.
You're mad that you were right about the soap?
Public water pump outside always freeze. And this result, I never touch tea again. Yes, I believe there had been a snowfall that day. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing.
So on the night in question, Mr. Shamspear, having no running water, was forced to use tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins!
My word.
There were 2 bars of soap in the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated. That's right, and we only borrowed one of them. Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present. That's right, baby. This is easy, easy. There ain't gonna be no poison in that tea. I swear to God, if there's poison in that tea, I'm just gonna turn this game off. Frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamspear's window.
Extraordinary.
Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that even if 1 drop of tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been conjecture. By finding out for sure. Dang, my boy is good. Look at that sassy smile. Look at that smugness. It's like, yeah, what you gonna do? Oh, yeah, you wanna come at me?
You smug nippon.
He's kind of a smug Nipponese up top, Naruhodo. Oh. My lord, we cannot do the defense the injustice of passing judgment. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap, and the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea to determine whether or not it contains any poison.
Bailiff, instruct the police to attend the scene at once.
Yes, my lord, understood.
Oh, yes, my lord, understood. Yeah, I'm still from Texas, yeah. It would appear we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being. I trust you have no objection, Lord Van Zinks. None, my lord. Scotland Yard will now recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests. The trial will resume in the same hour tomorrow. Prosecution, defense, conduct further investigation as appropriate in the interim.
Yeah, yes, my lord.
I hate you.
How old is Van Zinks? He's 32. Well, we managed to scrape through there somehow.
Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned until tomorrow. Take your romantic tension elsewhere.
Will a drone bee ever see Quimby's toes? Find out next time.
That was a straightforward episode, but I like those. I sometimes like straightforward episodes, right? Just, you know, it feels good to be vindicated like that. I don't know if I sounded crazy last time just talking about freezy circles. Do you guys remember when I went on to there have been so many times where when I was playing Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa or some other mystery game like Ghost Trick or something, where I was piecing things together and then I sounded crazy at the time. And then I get vindicated and I was like, oh, it feels so good to be vindicated. I'm not crazy, guys. It feels good to be vindicated, man. It feels so good. Oh, that was me. Freezy circle. I'm telling ya, it was the freezy circles. Vindication, vindication, and it feels so good. Ah, man. My throat is a little bit sore. It's not like sore, but for some reason my throat feels really tired. I have to probably rest. I was up till 5 working on auditions last night. Yeah, I need a better sleep schedule. Because I find when I start working, I just never stop. So thanks for the stream. Well, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I find one of my biggest problems is when I start working, I just never stop. I'm just oh, you know what? I'll just do a little bit more here. Oh, you know what? I might as well take care of this. Oh, well, you know what? I'll take care of that. Oh, well, might as well do this. And then it's 4 hours later. Mission complete. Well, mission not complete yet. I mean, maybe mission complete for today's stream, but flow is good. Flow is good, but also good sleep schedule is good. Memory card error. You mean the memory card of Quinn? Whatever. Yeah. Who do you think, this is one of the cases where I don't think it's obvious who the killer was. Usually, what is it? A lot of Phoenix Wright cases, they make it very obvious who the bad guy is from the very beginning. Do you guys remember, what is it? Case number 2 with, Red, White, and Blue Corp. Yeah, but yeah, so that was one of them. What else? Speaking of red white, what about red white? Yeah, red, white, and blue corp, and then like I remember the introduction scene of red, white, and blue corp. They're like, I will blame it on her, ha ha ha. Right, that's where we first met Gumshoe, I think. Is that where we first met Gumshoe? Or did Gumshoe appear in what's his name? I don't remember if Gumshoe appeared in the very first Larry Butts trial, did he? That's how it is for most cases, yeah. Actually, so one thing I do like about the Great Ace Attorney, he appears in case 2. Of course you know that, Bowser. The one thing I like about Great Ace Attorney is that they actually kind of keep it a little bit mysterious. Like, it is like a mystery. Like, they do kind of Sherlock Holmes style. Right, they do things like they do keep things like Sherlock Holmes style, like who did it, even though it's generally obvious who did it just by Arkham's Razor and Chekhov's gun. Like, with those two things, you can pretty much figure them out. Which is one of the reasons why I like Danganronpa, by the way. Danganronpa did suffer from that a little bit, but because they introduced 15 characters right off the bat, 16 characters, I suppose. Since they introduced 16 characters right off the bat, you can't just like, oh, we're gonna use the relevant characters to figure out who did it. Yeah. You gotta go. Thanks for coming, Kiyoma. I'm gonna get dinner pretty soon, to be honest, but yeah. Like when Howie first arrives in the case in the original, he says, "What's your name?" in English, written in katakana. Wait, who? Sherlock Holmes? Wait, what? Like when he arrives in the case in the original. Oh, does he? I don't even remember that. To make him seem more out there, he randomly had English words. Yeah. I do know that. I do know that. Well, I mean, he's supposed to be American, right? Isn't Red White? He was supposed to be an American guy, right? So it does make sense that he speaks English. Oh no. He's not an American. He is a Okay, so you guys might not know this. Okay, you guys might not know this because you guys don't know the culture that much in Japan. But I think he is Japanese, by the way. But he's a businessman, so he travels across the world, right? So for some reason, if you want to prove that you are very worldly and cultured, people will first ask whether or not you speak English. So there are a lot of people in Japan who will speak English to try to prove that they're cool. So it's like by speaking in English, essentially he's trying to show off. Essentially what he's doing. He's like, "What's your name? I cannot speak English." It's like that type of thing is something that Japanese people do to prove that they're worldly and cultured. It's like you know, like the types of people who like to brag about how good they are. Yeah, in Japan, if you want to brag about how good you are, you speak English. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Sonic's Japanese voice actor also includes randomly. I mean, yeah, but that's a little bit different because it's trying to portray a different idea. It's the same thing. It's like, it's just Sonic's cool, so he just randomly throws English in. Sonic's the name, I do speed. I mean, what? The Japanese girls just say, "Give me Coke." Okay, so you don't know what you're referring to. That's Korean. The person who, that video is Korean. I think it's Korean.
If you want to order a cola? Cola? No, not cola. Give me cock. I want a cock. Not cola.
It's such a good video too. I love that video. Yeah, yeah, but I do actually watch Japanese variety shows every once in a while, so like bad English is like ingrained into my brain. She says it matter of factly. I know it's great because she doesn't realize what she's saying. It got so much attention they had to take it down and apologize for the video or something like that, because it's supposed to be teaching people English. And I mean, it teaches some people English in a way. Just not what they wanted. Well, they're requesting something. I mean, she got 75% of the words correct. So. And it's very like, please give me cock. It's such a good. And this is reminding me of the. You guys remember the other exercise video I showed you guys with the Japanese ladies teaching you how to speak English? I have a bad case of diarrhea. See you later, Mystery. It's one of my favorite videos ever. Yeah, what's interesting is, you know, I talked to some people. Apparently, like that series was like actually very normal, and it just had like, but it just like is so funny when you take it out of context. Isn't that true of everything, really? That's really just true of everything. Yeah, so I saw on Zenlist Zone 0, do you know what the newest event is? Fishing. It's like I get it. Like it's kind of fun. You can do fishing, but like what about, you know, fighting monsters? And, you got some assignments? Thanks so much for hanging out with us today, Slivery. Yeah, I feel like, you know, just, you know, talking about story stuff, you know, since I was just I was thinking about yesterday's Chingy's story, and since many of you guys are writers, I really was thinking about how that storyline really felt like it was like the beginning and the end and no middle. There was no development. It was just the beginning and then the end. It's like, I hate life. Life's not so bad. Yeah, but I mean, I will say, people are really... You rewatched the video? Yeah, I will say people really are loving Chinese video games nowadays. You know, China has only recently allowed, you know, development of video games. And suddenly they come out, they hit the ground running, man. There's so many new video games out there. Like NetEase, Tencent, lots of other developers. The Vine Boom version, what, of give me cock. Please give me cock. But let's look at, let me just Google some Chinese game developers. I'm curious. You know, here's the thing, right? I have mixed feelings about China suddenly becoming very big in the gaming sphere, because partially the reason why China grew so fast is because the American games are falling apart. Oh, apparently Avowed came out today. Did you guys know that? Apparently, Avowed is, people are really disappointed in it. Like, apparently it's full of bugs and stuff like that. Like, I expected, like, gameplay problems. Like gameplay problems, like, you know, like, bad writing and, like, the combat isn't very good. But the game sometimes crashes even on startup. That's rough, man. And there's an interview with one of the directors who said something like, if you want to do something creative, you need to accept a little jank. And obviously she was kind of tongue-in-cheek when she said that, just kind of like, haha, it's silly. Yeah, you need to accept a little jank if you want to do something creative. But she's gonna wish she hadn't said that, because I guarantee you people are gonna take that quote and they're gonna run with it, and they're gonna compare the fact that your game is janky and you allowed there to be jank, and it's like, well, uh-oh. Like, there's so much of a, yeah, take that, gamers, culture going on. It's like, why can't you just say, like, we want to create a good game? You know? I feel like people are always saying, like, we want to create a game for this, or we want to create a game for that, or we want to create a game because of this thing. And nobody really just says, like, we want to create a fun game because it's fun to play games. Jank is when funny corpse launch and model clipping. That is true. This isn't jank. This is a disaster. It's not even jank. It's like, it's awful. Like, it corrupted saves, crashes at startup, like, memory leaks. Oh, man, it's bad. It's in a bad state. And I suspect a lot of it has to do with what we talked about last time, which was maybe optimization and stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. It's not jank. It's not just jank. It's bad. Yeah, I'm looking at this. I found this article the other day. I'm just gonna let me bring it up for you guys. Here. Since we're just, we have a little bit of time to chat. Yeah, I found this. This was a really popular article that just like popped off on Twitter, I think. But yeah, Ubisoft revenues decline a lot. Avowed would have made you very frustrated. Yeah, I would have been pissed off. Like, for me, there is nothing worse than having to replay or restart something. To me, restarting is worse than having like a game-breaking bug. I suppose that is a game-breaking bug, but to me, that's the worst type of game-breaking bug. Because it feels like, essentially it feels like you died. It feels like everything you've done had zero agency. It didn't matter. So that's why, like, if like there's a game-breaking bug, like a corrupted save file, those are the worst. So yeah. Yeah, Ubisoft isn't doing very good. Yeah, they're down. Their revenue is down 31%. But I found this sentence really interesting. Ubisoft remains optimistic about its next quarter and is expecting net bookings to increase following the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows. What do you guys think? Think they have a chance? Assassin's Creed. Steam. Rip Bozo. Is it this one? Let's see. Is there like a game? Mirage chart. I spelled Mirage wrong, that's why. Steam charts. Here we go. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Okay, to be fair, wait. Assassin's Creed Mirage, when did it come out? It didn't come out on it didn't come out on PC, did it? No, let me check. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Like, here's the crazy thing. I didn't even know Assassin's Creed Mirage existed until I heard about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's see here. Mirage was released for that. PlayStation 4, Windows. No, it was all released on October 2023. PlayStation 5, Windows, October 2023. And then on iPad, they released it on iPhone and iPad. Oh my, you guys are putting your eggs into the wrong baskets, guys. How about Max? Here. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. Do you guys see this? Assassin's Creed Mirage on Steam didn't even reach 8,000. It didn't even reach 8,000 players. Assassin's Creed Odyssey even reached 62,000. I'm using Assassin's Creed Odyssey and not Valhalla because Odyssey was before the pandemic. Dang. That's insane, man. This came out in what? Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out in when? Looks like October 2018. And Mirage came out 2023, 18. So within 5 years, sales went from 63,000 all-time peak to about 7,000 all-time peak. That's not good. Like, it is crazy to me. I didn't even know Assassin's Creed Mirage existed. If it wasn't for Shadows, I would have never heard of this because people were making comparisons to Assassin's Creed Shadows to Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I was like, wait, there's another game after Valhalla? But yeah, I didn't expect that. But yeah, they're not doing great. That's all I can say. They're not doing great. Pre-sales of the title are tracking solidly. Oh my goodness. Didn't they say the same thing about that other game? What was that other Ubisoft game? I don't even remember. But they say that every single time. Yeah, they say that every single time. Oh, the pre-sales are doing well. Right? They say that about every single game. They said that about Dragon Age. Said that about you know, with the whole USAID thing coming out, I wonder if USAID also helped fund Dustborn. Because I know, like, the Norwegian government was it the Norwegian government that did funding for Dustborn? I'm not sure. Dustborn. Yeah, Norway. Yeah, it's crazy to see how much money the US has invested into cultural development. And I have some mixed feelings about this. See, cultural development, I love the idea of cultural development, but how cultural development, things like art and music and, you know, stories, how these things should go is that you should give the money to support the people who are making it, but you shouldn't control what they can and can't make, because that moves away from art and moves towards propaganda. Right? And right? If you want to develop culture naturally, and you do it by way of government grants and stuff, it has to be done in a non-conditional way. Yeah, Dustborn is textbook propaganda. Yeah. And like, look at like, man. I don't know, man. Like, I think it's crazy that Baldur's Gate got so big. If you ask me, I think it's crazy that Baldur's Gate got so big. Because before Baldur's Gate, CRPGs, you only suffered watching you watch gameplay. Yeah. Before Baldur's Gate, CRPGs were was almost pretty much it was a dead genre. Like, that was the crazy thing about Baldur's Gate, man. And Baldur's Gate, they also had a lot of like, in fact, a lot of people did call Baldur's Gate woke. Apparently they were like gay gnomes or something like that. But it's like, you know, at the end of the day, people didn't care that much because the concept of it was good and the gameplay was good. Yeah. It turns out if you complete a game on day one, gamers actually like, no, you're talking crazy right now. Oh man, someone arrest this man. He has dangerous ideas. Yeah, but oh my god. Cancel him. Find him on Twitter. Yeah, but it's insane. Like I think, you know, yeah, I just think it's insane. And like the genres that are really, really popular, so many games are failing in them. Like the combat battle shooters, or like the team shooters or something like that. Hero shooters, I think they call them. It's like, by all means, that, like, look at what happened to Overwatch, man. Like, just look at what happened to Overwatch. I didn't even know, but I did research on this after we talked about Overwatch the other time. And it's like, it is really sad to see what happened to Overwatch. Because Overwatch seemed to be a really, really strong game. And they just decided to milk their customers. Can't cancel me. Oh no, he's too strong. Or triggered. You are racist. It was early long. I know, man. And that's the sad thing, because I didn't actually care for Overwatch, to be honest. But I remember people compared it to Team Fortress 2 and everything. Like, I played a lot of Team Fortress 2. I wasn't good at it. But I usually was the medic. And if you guys have ever played Team Fortress 2, you will know that people are always like, "Hey, medic, you need to heal me," on voice comms. They're all like, "Oh, this medic sucks," and then the medic usually responds, "Okay, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't get shot so many freaking times. I'm done playing with you freaking amateurs. Okay, I'm gonna go activate my Uber on the heavy because I don't give a damn anymore. Okay." Yeah, if you have no idea how to play the medic, you're fine. It's just, you heal, choose one person, you heal them, and then you use your Uber on the heavy. A sadder than a game with a lot of missed potential is one of a great game being ruined down the line. What was the something live long enough to become a villain, Batman? Yep. You know, here's the thing. Do you know what's really sad? There's a game we've made fun of a lot on this channel. It's called Concord. You guys ever heard of it? It was a kind of a small budget game. Didn't really get all that much publicity. But do you know what's the sad thing about Concord? About Concord failing? Concordia. Do you guys remember that, Concord Dawn? Do you guys remember that video we watched? What are next? Do you guys remember that? Recognizable IP. You guys remember that, right? Don't ask questions, just consume content. Like, that's the sad thing about Concord. I think that's the saddest thing about Concord, is that it was an attempt to make a new IP with new characters. It was an attempt to do something creative, and it just was so horribly wrong. Every possible thing they could have gotten wrong, they got wrong. Because they thought making a new IP meant just breaking all the rules of basic story writing. Or basic design. And not even character design, just general color theory. The game that people with rainbow genders, but where everyone is just an NPC. Yeah, and that was like the saddest thing about Concord to me. Like, to an extent, like, I know we kind of we laugh at Concord, but like, to an extent, I'm actually sad that it wasn't as successful. Like, obviously, in order for it to be successful, it had to be good, and it wasn't good, so. But that's like the saddest thing. It's like, people are going to see Concord, and they're going to see, oh, these guys, they created a new IP, like a new creative idea, and it failed. So what the companies are going to see, like, okay, well, let's not create a new idea, because that's too risky. Aside from the identity politics being shoved in, yeah, the character designs, and we actually, what is it? We, I'm not sure you guys remember, back when Concord first released, I talked about the mocap. We actually did like a little bit of an in-depth analysis on the mocap and the voice acting and why it was bad. Like, everything about. It's like you're not even you don't even know what a color theory is. Like, we did the whole analysis on voiceover and the mocap designs, and they were awful. It's like you don't even have to look at the character. Just give me like a mesh, like a stick figure. I can tell you that they're awful. Like, just give me a stick figure of the movements. You already know that they're bad. You don't have to look at the character designs. Like, so they failed in just about every way. In characters, in color, in like design and personality, in like likability, in movement, in voice. It's like every single possible thing they could have failed at, they failed. Remember when Pokemon Go went woke? I actually don't know. I've never played Pokemon. Or Pokemon Go. I have played Pokemon. And made a character. Oh, I heard about that! I heard that they tried to make they tried to make more realistic representations of people. I remember that. Yeah. I'm not sure if it was necessarily they went woke, but I don't know what it is with game developers nowadays and their obsession with being realistic. It's like, I have no idea why, like, so many game developers, they want realistic facial hair and, like, all that stuff. The only Pokemon Go politics, Pokemon Go to the polls! Ah, oh, man, Hillary will never live that down. It was not real. Well, I mean, they were clearly trying to be like more representative of people. That's what I mean by realistic, and that's like a different way of being realistic. Yeah, but Pokemon Go to the polls. That is going to be a quote that lives in infamy forever. Instead of nerfing everyone. Damn it, he's too attractive. We gotta nerf him. Yeah, but yeah, to be honest, I don't really like the term woke. I try not to like think too hard about it because it's too confusing as to what it's supposed to mean. Like, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. So I just try to analyze things for what it is, one thing at a time. And yeah, it's unfortunate there's so many failures. There was another failure. What was the other failure? There was like this one like what is it? Franchise. Yeah, there was this one like franchise where they spent like $100 million developing books and a card game, and then nobody even bought the Unknown 9. That's it. I found it. Unknown 9. Yes. So Bandai Namco created this like yeah, Unknown 9 exactly. Bandai Namco created this entire world of like, you know, and here's the sad thing. The general characters, the idea, the world, it actually looks really interesting. Like, it looks really interesting. If they had spent time just creating a fun game, Namco games are so underrated. Some of them are. Some of them definitely are. But then some of them are Unknown 9. Like, they created a game that, like, the combat was bad. The characters were bad. The voice acting wasn't particularly good. Once again, not any offense to my fellow voice actor. Very often, voice actors don't have control over what is actually in the final product. But it's like, there were a whole bunch of things. Like, if they had spent all that money developing the game instead of developing this giant franchise, like, businesses nowadays are like so pushing on like how to make as much money as possible. They're all about this like iterative design of, okay, how do we make more money? Okay, that worked. Now how do we make more money? And then so they're like, oh, okay, you know what? Well, okay, books make money. Let's write a book. Oh, card games make money. Let's make a card game. And then it's like, well, did you even sell the game at all? It has 100 reviews on Steam. Oh, Reflector developed it. Dang. Bandai must have made a bad judgment call. Yeah, but Bandai Namco also published, like, Elden Ring, right? If I remember correctly. Oh no! Well, sorry. Let me rephrase that. From Software is under Bandai Namco, so that's a better way to do it instead of me sounding like I'm insane. From Software. Bandai. Yeah, From Software usually publishes in Japan and is partnered with Bandai Namco. Okay, so, no, okay. So, let me get this straight, okay. Look, I'm really bad at all this. I'm really bad at keeping track of who published what, okay? Elden Ring. Yeah, it was Bandai Namco. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, but some Bandai Namcos. What games are you thinking of, Arcane? What is it with these kind of developers making the main characters complete assholes and call it empowering? I'll tell you why. It's actually a little bit sad. But let me tell you why. Okay. When we were growing up, I'm lumping you with me because you're old now. Yeah, that's right. I called you old. When we were growing up, when we were assholes, do you know what happened? We get punched in the face. That's not a joke, right? Like, maybe our peers would punch us in the face, but even like the teachers could enact some level of punishment, maybe not physical punishment. My dad spanked me, right? Like I said, spanking technique, very important. Create loud sound without hurting. Right? I barely felt that. But you know how, it's the loud sound that scares you. It's not the actual pain. There's no pain, right? But my dad spanked me, right? Now you can't do that. And I think, you know, one of the things is essentially punishment itself is kind of gone, right? So when we grew up, we had all these fantasies of what was cool, right? So like, oh, I'm going to, you know, beat up the bad guy. We had all these fantasies of what was cool. And every single kid in the world had, or at least every single kid in the world has had some sort of fantasy where they're like where there's like, huh, you have no chance, kid, but alone, I can defeat all of you. It's like every single kid has had that fantasy of like being super powerful and stuff like that. And then like being better than everyone else. And then when you grow up, as you go into the world, meanwhile, you want to breed an EV. But like, then eventually you go into the world and you realize that's actually not that cool, right? Because you learn to socialize, you learn how to make friends, you learn, how to, interact with people and stuff like that. A lot of the people who go into video games nowadays, especially who go into the arts, a lot of them never really had the same level of punishment that we did. And I don't just mean like punishment as in like you go to your room or like go to detention or stuff like that. Punishment, a lot of it is like actual societal punishment. If you do something dumb, people laugh at you, right? And so a lot of them didn't have that. And so they never outgrew this idea that, oh yeah, I'm so cool. So to them, a lot of them, being an asshole is cool. Being a jerk is cool. Asserting how good you are is cool. Because a lot of them, let's be real here. A lot of the people who are currently going into the arts, or at the very least, a lot of the people who go into the arts, especially because, let's be real, many of them associate these types of freelance jobs as more freedom. I don't have to work at a company. Writer jobs are always like that. So they're like, oh, I don't want to work for the man. So a lot of these people don't particularly, like to associate with society. So they have fantasies in their heads that, they never outgrew, which was, oh, I work alone and I'm so strong, I'm better than you, which is why when there was the whole like write more female characters craze going on, every single one of them was an asshole. Every single one of them is an asshole and a piece of crap, and they work alone and they don't take anything from anyone. They can beat up everyone because that's what the writers thought was cool. That's functionally what the writers thought was cool, which is not realistic because they don't know how to socialize, right? They never actually mastered socializing. Socializing is painful. Socializing is difficult to do. And if you never actually are forced to do it, you will end up in a world where you're essentially saying things like, it's like, oh yeah, kid, you have no chance against me. Because, in a world where you're not socializing, the one thing you want to do is you want to be the dominant one, right? Because that's the only thing you have left, right? If you don't have any friends, there's no point in attempting to keep your friends. There's no point in being a nice person, right? The best thing you could do if everyone hates you is be better than them. That's all they have. And that's why they're all assholes. Because the writers think that is cool. That's why. And, right, there's a reason why we love the edgy characters, the I work alone character. I was freaking obsessed with Neji Hyuga when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I freaking was obsessed with Neji Hyuga. And not just because I really liked Hinata, but like freaking Neji Hyuga, he was all like you can't escape your destiny. It doesn't matter how hard you try. I will always defeat you. It's like that was so appealing. I was like, oh, he's so cool. And then, as you see his character, do you know what happens? He grows out of that. So it's like, I like Neji, but I hate the Neji that I used to like, right? And so many young kids, they see the first part, but then they don't see the second part, where this arrogant piece of crap gets his ass kicked over and over and over again until he realizes maybe it's not so great being this arrogant piece of crap. Right? So I'm not sure that makes sense. It's kind of like a weird philosophical, psychological thing. And I'm kind of trying to figure out the best way to phrase it, but hopefully that makes sense. It makes enough sense. But yeah, I freaking loved Neji Hyuga. I freaking loved, what were the characters I was obsessed with? Do you know who I really loved? Loco. Loco from Mare. Do you guys know the anime Mare or the manga Mare? Why am I pogging in your thumbnail? That wasn't a natural reaction. I'll sue you for illicit pogging. Not illicit pogging! Oh god, they're coming for me! How's it going, Angry Seal? Why am I pogging in that thumbnail? Because I've been too lazy to remove that from my thumbnail for like the past year. I just never removed that picture. I was like, you know what, it was fine, I'll keep it. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Like, I was freaking obsessed with Loco from Mare. Okay, you guys, I don't know if you guys know Mare, but Mare is a stupid isekai. This was isekai before isekai was cool. And there was this stupid kid who gets transported into a new world, and then he has to collect magical items called arums. And like these magical items give you magical powers, and oh my god, there was a girl named Dorothy and she was fine. Oh my freaking god, Dorothy was fine. Yeah, and like they had to fight against this chess pieces in a tournament. It makes no sense. The story makes no sense. But what I remember is there was this girl named Loco, and she was the 1,000-year-old like 8-year-old girl. Okay, she was like 8 years old, but she ages backwards because she had this like she had the whole this whole magical power that could like literally like murder people if like she had voodoo powers essentially. She could like she would like nail something into like a doll, and like it would murder you, and like in order to use it she would age backwards. And so I was like, oh, it's so cool because she's a little child but she's killing all the adults, and she's all like, and she was like one of those classic kudere characters. She's all like, yes, I'll kill you all now, I don't need any of your help. It's like, oh man, that's so cool. And then do you know what? She unalives herself. And I don't mean that in terms of she kills herself. No, she literally uses a power so much, she gets unborn. She literally becomes unborn because she ages backwards too much. And it's actually kind of sad. And I think, in the end, like, she actually ends up being a baby. So, like, they actually end up saving her life. And, she's, like, being raised by someone. I don't know. If you're, like, a 34-year-old in a baby's body, do you know how to hold in your poop? It's a good question. But anyway. Yeah, so like that idea of like, oh, even though I'm younger than you, I could still murder you because I'm so much better. That was so cool. Every kid loves that idea. You either love Neji or Sasuke or Sanji is another. Is Sanji the guy with the swords? Everyone loves Sanji. No, Zoro. Wait, which one? Oh, but Sanji's the chef, right? No, people don't like Sanji because he's a pervert, and people don't like perverts. Yeah, he's the simp. Hell yeah. Yeah, but yeah, like the anime that man. And that's why a lot of people are really surprised when they find out my favorite anime is Level E. Well, first of all, they find out it's very surprising because they don't even know what Level E is. But then once they look it up, they're like, oh, why do you like this? And I'm like, because the main character is just an asshole. That's literally the reason why I like that show. It's just because the main character is a piece of crap. Yeah, but what other anime? The Prince of Tennis. Oh my god. Everyone on the Prince of Tennis was an edgelord. They were edgy AF. Oh my god. Like, it doesn't matter how you hit the ball. It will always come back to me. Those were the days, man. Frickin' being an edgelord as a kid. I remember, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I did the evil eye thing, okay? I had a scarf that I would tie around my head and I would Kakashi that crap, okay? I was like, oh man, this is my style. This is so cool. God, I Kakashi'd my scarf, man. Did I play a game about digging a hole? Is that the actual title? I have not heard of it before. Yeah, I haven't heard of it before, so that answers your question. Anyway, I know Arcane said something a while back, but the Tales of games, like, is that Tales of Arise? Oh, it's got some really good reviews. Arise is one of them. Yeah, I've been getting back into JRPGs lately. Honestly, I haven't played very many video games. Like, literally the only video game I play right now is, well, I stopped doing it now, but I, like, log in for, like, I would, like, log in for my Genshin, not Genshin, my Zenless daily. I would drink the coffee, then I'd turn it off and go back to sleep. I haven't been playing very many video games. I've been getting a little bit more into JRPGs. Symphonia. Tales of Symphonia. I've definitely heard. My friend has definitely played that one. Oh, looks like they're having a co-op. A co-op sale today. Ooh, Lego Star Wars is there. Maybe I'll play some Lego Star Wars later today, to be honest. Anyway, I better get going. I need dinner. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Saya no uta. Saya no uta. Saya no uta. It's a horror eroge. Nope, it's not a horror game. Nope, no, it's not a horror. It's a horror eroge. I scroll down on Wikipedia, and I'm seeing some questionable stuff, okay? H eroge. Itchy. H eroge, the best kind. Y'all are sick. Y'all need help. You know, I'm looking at Steam right now. Did you guys know there's a Death Note video game? Oh. Death Note Killer Within? It looks like Among Us, but with Death Note. What the frick is this? Is it good? Is it actually good? You've been binging. I'll have to watch it. I had no idea this was a thing. Trust us more? No, because I know you guys. I know you guys. Y'all are the ones who are like, oh yeah, it's easy. All you have to do is press 10, get 10 agents, and you'll get the S rank immediately. You guys were all like, oh yeah, all you have to do is get lucky, and then you'll get Miyabi. It's like, no, okay. To be fair, I did get Miyabi my very first 10 pull, so maybe you guys are right. Maybe I should trust you more. You've been watching some on a channel called Noku. You would never. Yeah, but what was I saying? Yeah, for me, okay, so there's a streamer named Trump. His name is Trump SC. SC stands for StarCraft. And ever since Donald Trump announced his presidency in like 2014, 15, it's been very hard to find his content, and I feel so bad for him. He used to be a Hearthstone player, and then he stopped playing Hearthstone, and I was watching him play Civ 7 the other day. And then I realized, wait a second, I don't see any more strategy game streams anymore. Yeah, I was watching him play Civ, and like, I don't see any strategy streams anymore. Like, nobody does strategy anymore. Even the people who, like, even the old XCOM streamers, like, a lot of them have moved on to, like, Call of Duty or something. And, like, Fire Emblem is not as popular anymore. Advance Wars just literally failed. Rest in peace, Advance Wars Remake. There's still Fire Emblem Three Houses. I guess there's still some. I mean, there's never going to be zero. But it's like, I want to see more Fram. I want to see more Fram kicking ass. You guys know my girl is Fram. Mostly because she's an idiot, and I like idiots. There is nothing better than an idiot. Or even more, I want to see some Fire Emblem 6, Fire Emblem 7 stuff. I know people love Thracia. I cannot stand the graphics, okay? Like, at a certain point, when the sprites get less and less and less detailed, I have to draw a line somewhere. Engage can remain a dead game. I do it for Fram. Do it for her. Anyway. Yeah, like, at a certain point, for me, Game Boy sprites are, like, the most acceptable. Honestly, I think the Game Boy sprites are probably the best of all the sprites. And that's definitely not, you know, because I played those first. You want a good gacha game? How can something be bad ever be good? Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Just think. That's like an oxymoron. It's like, can I get some clean dirt? It's like, sure, Nana, let me throw some bleach on your pile of mud there. I really, really, really hope that either the FTC or the ESRB and eventually enforces video games and enforces gacha games as an AO game. Like, I couldn't care less if you play it. I just want it to be enforced as an AO game. Yeah, and people are going to look at Zenless Zone Zero and think, oh, it's AO because of the girls. It's like, nope. The girls have nothing to do with it. Horror gacha? What, there are horror gacha games? God. When do we get to the ride? This is the ride! Like I said, if you've played one gacha game, you've played them all, right? Like, I've pretty much learned now, right? So I was looking into Genshin, and it's like, okay, well, there's the banner, and then the banner, they have some pulls, and then each one has a weapon, and there's limited time, and then you have the 1 pulls, and the 10 pulls, and you have your money currency, and then you have your in-game currency, and then you can translate them into, apparently they're called wishes in Genshin. It's why Zenless is the only one you play. I mean, they're all the same, really. At the very least, I do appreciate Zenless's general conceptualization a little bit more. Like, I cannot imagine playing Zelda as a gacha game. and just randomly switching around trailer or characters and, you know, trying to do your dailies and stuff like that. Actually, can we play Infinity Nikki? How interesting. Wait, are you being serious? Because I just might. You know, you're being serious? Because the thing about Infinity Nikki is that the way it does gacha doesn't really pressure people to do anything. I don't think the clothes really give you superpowers, right? The gacha of Infinity Nikki is more like conventional, like, you know, like the old gacha ball games where like a ball comes out, it's like, oh, you got a car. It's like those types of things. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, what type of shirt am I going to get out of this box? It's like, it's kind of more like that, if that makes sense. Zenless, Genshin, and the one with 0.0001% win rate, which is an MMO with loot boxes. God damn. And a lot of loot boxes. That sounds like maybe Star Wars Battlefront. I don't know. But yeah, honestly, I might play Infinity Nikki. No, it's a Nexon Korean game. Ah, I see. Sounds like Maple Story. I think you might be thinking of Maple Story. All I know is my friends used to be obsessed with Maple Story. It's addicting and it's a curse. No, we don't Voldemort here. Oh, he who must not be named. No. We don't Voldemort here. We face Voldemort head on. We Avada Kedavra that. Yeah, but yeah, so man, gacha games. Yeah, here's the thing, right? You know, the original gacha ball games, the ones where like the balls come out, like the reason why I think those are, I don't even know. Like, now that I think about it, I don't even know if I would consider those ethical. But, you know, first of all, whatever popped out, you owned it. It was yours. You could actually hold it in your hand. And that's very different from a digital copy of something. And second, second, what is it? Generally, no car, like if you wanted like a car or like a train or something, no train was better than any other train. They were all the same. It's just you wanted to collect them all. Like maybe there was a rare one, but... yeah, but... yeah, a curse on society, man. Okay, you know, maybe we will play frickin' Infinity Nikki at some point. Would you guys watch a Witcher 3 stream? Because I do really want to play Witcher. Everyone says it's good, and Witcher 4 had the trailer, so I want to try it. Or Monster Hunter. Would you guys watch Monster Hunter? You don't know if that's for me? Your ex played Monster Hunter World? I assume that's World and not Wild, because Wild isn't out yet. I'm not personally very interested in The Witcher, so you probably won't be there. Okay, I wanted to poll you guys to check. Like I said, generally, the things that really succeed on my channel are visual novels. I have no idea why. Do you guys like reading? Losers. What's that game? Total Defense Academy? Last Defense Academy. Last Defense Academy. Yeah, Last Defense Academy. The release date is on April 23rd. Saya no Uta. No, you're not gonna get me to play that. Yeah, but Last Defense Academy seems interesting. And we might do the whole thing where I like mute the characters and just voice them all. Which I tried to do with Metaphor, it didn't work. I wouldn't even be able to stream it. Yeah. I mean, I'll just take out my what is it? My Nutaku games, and we'll stream that instead. You guys know what Nutaku is, or are you guys too young for that? There are a lot of adult themes. We'll play what is it called? We'll play Honey Pop together. I played the heck out of Honey Pop, by the way. I don't think you guys realize this. I played Honey Pop so freaking hard. I 100%ed that crap. I platinum trophied that game, guys. I legitimately loved the game. Okay, I unironically loved the gameplay of Honey Pop. It was like so much better than Bejeweled. Like, Bejeweled sucks. Okay, Honey Pop was interesting because you had like ways you can move further away. You had items that you can activate to get certain bonuses and power-ups, or replace certain things with other things, or increase your score, or get like more points and stuff like that. That game was legit AF. Okay, you don't even understand. I liked it so much that I also 100%ed Honey Pop 2. I feel like I shouldn't be admitting this online. I feel like I'm just self-reporting. But Honey Pop 2 was freaking legit. Because you could date 2 girls at the same time. Wait. No, wait, listen. You could date 2 girls at the same time, so you had to focus on which girl you wanted to give attention to, so that you had to like match the powers with the corresponding girl. And then you would give them gifts. And then if you ignored one girl, she would be upset with you. But if you give too much attention to another girl. So it's like, and some girls didn't like attention. So it's like sometimes you would get like the attention obsessed girl and the girl who didn't want attention. And then every time you made a move, sometimes the girl who wanted attention would steal the points. But like Honey Pop was freaking legit. How's it going, Celestial? I feel like you came in at a bad time. You have a good night. Honey Pop was freaking legit. You don't even understand. And then afterwards, you had to like fight against the goddesses of love and sex. And like they would constantly change their personalities, and you had to win their hearts in a date. It was so like, it's legit. Like, it was legitimately legit. I know it's an adult game, but it's like a legitimately good game. We're talking about Honey Pop, which is the most legit adult game I have ever played. It is like legitimately fun. It is like legitimately a puzzle. It's like Sudoku, but with naked women. No, but it's legitimately fun. If you guys like Sudoku no, maybe not Sudoku. If you guys like it's It's like, if you guys like little puzzle games, you'll freaking love it. Perhaps I'll try it out then. Honey Pop 2 was so freaking legit. You don't even understand. Except there was this one girl named Suki, and she was a weeb. Oh god, she was awful. That was the one bad part of Honey Pop 2. That was the one bad part of Honey Pop 2. You like, she would appear at the date and go, "Konnichiwa!" Sugoi! It was bad. It was so... I hated that. I had to date her at 100% the game, and it was bad. Oh, God. I better get going before I kill myself out of sadness and depression. Everyone, happy Valentine's Day. Do you know who my Valentine is? It's you guys. Because I love you guys. All right, time to go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Good morning, good afternoon. I can date Corin. Well, time to log in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. If you have any quests for me, I'll see you all next time.